BLM here, back with a new live stream. Waiting for it to load on my end. I think we're good. Yep, we're good. So, we got a lot to talk about. We got Survivor. Finally, I don't know why, it says I'm live, but, my, timer isn't starting, which is, greatly disturbing. The uptime. So, trying to reload this, hopefully it works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm live either way, but, ideally I would like to see the runtime. Hey, Jack. Yeah, my prayers were definitely answered. Yeah, not ideal that the cast came out today, but obviously it gives us a lot to talk about. So we will. Again, I don't know why. This is annoying. I'm not seeing the uptime on my end, but who cares? Whatever, it should be fine. Anyway, yeah, obviously going to continue on with Andromeda, and yeah, got a lot to talk about Survivor. And I mean, we can talk about other stuff if you want, but yeah, I mean, cast came out today, which I did not want. I was hoping it would be Wednesday or so, but it's fine. I think I've decided that I'm probably just gonna wait till Saturday to release the cast assessment either way, because again, it's not good for scheduling to really bump everything to get the Survivor video out on Wednesday. I technically could. I could do it, but I just don't feel like it's worth it. What the fuck is going on with the camera? Whatever. I don't even know what we're doing in the game, by the way. I think we just got the Nomad. But, I guess we should probably go towards the objective. Yeah, I really do like the cast, though. After seeing the bios and everything, this does seem like a really interesting cast. You can definitely tell the strive for diversity. Not even just the, oh, can we not go here? Yeah, not even just in, race, but also, age. There's a lot of, older people on the cast. Oh yeah, well actually, George might be screwed next episode if we're gonna talk. Yeah, if we're gonna talk about Australian Survivor first. Yeah, I still think there's a chance Way goes home. I still think there's a chance that Haley sides with George and Kara, and maybe they do a 3-2-1. I feel like there's a sliver of a chance of that. Do I think it's gonna happen? Again, I don't know if it really makes sense for. I don't know, it matters how big of a threat Way is in terms of a jury threat. Is she really that massive of a jury threat? But I don't think it's, completely hopeless, but, yeah, not great, though. But again, we've been saying this about George all season. George should have went home so long ago, that I'm never gonna fully count him out. But, yeah, it's so bizarre they, show Danny and Flick finding an idol and next time on, which, definitely takes some suspense out there. A lot of Todd love. I have a feeling they told them to watch China, right? There's no fucking way that everyone would be literally just all of a sudden saying, "Oh my God, Todd, that's definitely the player I'm most like." Because if you notice, a lot of the bios mention Todd and Natalie, so I wonder if they told them to watch San Juan del Sur in China, which is bizarre about San Juan del Sur because production doesn't like San Juan del Sur, so it'd be weird if that's the case. But it is weird that there's so many mentions. So, well, I guess Winners at War could excuse the Natalie thing. But then again, they were mentioning San Juan del Sur Natalie though, because they mentioned because they were mentioning how San Juan del Sur played out. So I don't know. Feels weird. I do think they've gotta have told them to watch China. It just feels so weird. I think 3 people mentioned Todd in their bio. Yeah. How do I feel about Big Brother season? It's fine at this point. I was very high on it early on. Right now, I'm kind of just we're just waiting for the cookout to have to turn against each other. I think first few weeks I would have said that it's a potential top tier season. What am I doing right now? But at this point, I would say that it's probably solidly a middle tier season. Yeah, again, yeah, I thought the Emmett Boot episode was around where George would go, but made it through that. So again, like I think Wei is being set up for a downfall, and the only way I see that happening in this next episode is a 3-2-1, which, like, I don't know if that makes sense for Haley to do. But again, if we're following the Edgic, like, I feel like Wei should be going home soon. Like, unless they're setting up Wei as a final 2-go, which I don't think they are. But then, I mean, to be fair, Baden didn't get a lot of... And so did Char... I mean, I don't know, maybe she is going to be a final 2-go. But I've been looking at her as, like, a final 5, final 6 boot for a while, so... would not be surprised if that's what ends up happening. Yeah, over half the... Is it half the cast been voted? I think almost the entire cast... I think it's everyone but Danny has been saved by some sort of twist or advantage, right? Because George got saved by Kara's idol. Kara got saved by George's idol. And also just the initial twist way back then. Flick just got saved. Was it Wei got saved by the week 1 twist, the first round twist where George got to save 6 people, and then the other person, Haley got voted out and came back into the game. So I mean, almost everyone has been saved by an advantage at this point, which really just shows you how crazy this season is. Why doesn't production like San Juan del Sur? Because I don't know, it's a lot of reasons. One, they didn't like the casting at that time, because obviously they were trying to redo Blood versus Water like immediately afterwards, and I think like while they were filming, they kind of realized like, fuck, we fucked up by like having people like Alec Christie and like Wes Nail and like some of these other people who are maybe not the most interesting people. Okay, what the fuck was that? Yeah, that, and then I think they were very angry at the end game as well, where they did not like that. Like, if you don't know what happened in the San Juan del Sur end game, and the reason why John Mish was so comfortable in the end game is because John, Missy, and Natalie, well, essentially this Final 5 alliance. You had John and Jacqueline, you had Missy Baylor, you had Natalie. Those 5 people agreed that they were going to get to the 5, and at that point they were gonna, like, Baylor and Jacqueline were gonna bow out essentially, and they were gonna have a final 3 of John, Natalie, and Missy, and they were all playing to get there, and that's why, like, when that's why John felt so comfortable, because he was assuming that plan was still on, and production was very upset at this plan being enacted, and that's why Jeff gets so frustrated at the reward challenge. Because, like, again, like, there was this plan for, like, them to literally just throw the game pretty much to get that final 3. So I think that also plays a factor in it. Obviously, Natalie ends up, like, doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff in the end game, though, which saves it. Which, by the way, if that ends up happening, like, San Juan del Sur is probably one of the worst seasons ever. Like, thank God for Natalie Anderson. Like, if it wasn't for Natalie Anderson, like, that season would be pretty bad by the end of it. Yeah, Natalie White was mentioned. Well, it's Sydney, right? Which, like, again, Sydney is someone that I think is, like, okay, well, whatever. Either way, Sydney, I think Sydney, like, just the vibe that I get from her right away, like, she's very, like, Natalia-like in my eyes. Or, like, I just see her so much as someone that is so destined to go home early. But, again, funny that she mentions Natalie White as the player that she's most like, which really comes out of left field. I really like Sydney, though. Like, I think Sydney could be interesting TV. But, again, like, I feel like she just falls into this archetype that's never going to do well. What else we got? How do I feel about the from format changes? I mean, again, like, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, we got the 26 days, which that I don't mind. I really don't care personally about the 26 days. I do worry about, like, potential, like, 1-day episodes. which we did have, because like in Survivor South Africa, earlier Survivor South Africa seasons had like 27-day seasons, I think it was. And there's definitely points when you watch Survivor South Africa that you definitely notice like how profound. Again, I have no clue what I'm doing in the game, by the way. I'm just wasting time at this point. But there's definitely points where you do notice that like everything is being confined to one day. Now, it doesn't necessarily harm the episode, but like it's definitely something that like stands out. And oh, is this where I was supposed to go?
It was sold as the one we get right.
But either way, like it should be fine. Like I do think I 100% this was a COVID thing. Like I love how like productions like saying, oh yeah, we're doing it to accelerate the game, which I do think is a side effect of it, but 100% they're doing it because of COVID. Like I do not think this is a thing they would have like purposely done from the offset if it wasn't for COVID kind of forcing their hand. Now I do think it will probably stay, especially because like it does seem like Jeff is pretty high on it in the interviews he's done post-season. So like I would more than likely guess that we are going to stick with 26 days. Especially because, like, at that point, like, it's also just easier on, Jeff, for one, where, like, again, like, one of his complaints about the current Survivor schedule is that he had to be away from family for as long as he is. Now this obviously reduces that. I feel like 26 days is probably there to stay. We also got some other weird stuff today, like, game within the game. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I really don't even get what it is. Like, I mean, like, I know he's talked about how, oh, it's so that kids can play along. It's like, what do you mean? Like, it's just puzzles. Like, it's like puzzles that are being on screen. Like, I really don't get, like, what the point of it is. But again, it's nothing that's going to harm anything. It's just, like, a bizarre thing that they're doing. We did hear about Jeff is essentially going back to, like, the Borneo format to a degree, where like we're gonna see Jeff like talking to the audience and like introducing twists to the audience before the players know about it and everything, which also feels really weird. But like again, at the end of the day, it's such a minor thing that I don't really care that much. Like to me, like the forced fire making is a much worse format change to the game than any of the things that we're getting right now. I think the I don't love the theme about danger and how they're not giving the players food and like all this stuff. It's like why are we doing this? Like if anything, it just stifles gameplay more because now they're going to be focused on finding food over actually playing the game. Like I really don't get why that's a thing that they decided to focus on, but whatever. Evie was pretty in-depth on San Juan del Sur. I believe she is not a fan. I believe Evie is one of these people that, like, watched Survivor very recently. Again, like, I haven't, like, so essentially, I've obviously read the bios. Well, I scanned through the bios. I didn't, like, read every little thing just yet. I will do that before I make the cast assessment, though. But I did that, and then I listened to the RHAP podcast that came out today. And I believe Mike Bloom mentioned that she actually is not a fan, that she is, like, someone that very recently got into the show. So that is going to be something. Like, again, like, Evie seems interesting. I don't think she's going to do well. Don't have high hopes for Evie. She seems like someone that's very, like she has very set ideals, which I don't think is a good thing typically for Survivor. Now, that doesn't mean that she can't do well. I just think it's like probably just less likely that she does well. What am I doing right now? Again, I actually literally don't know what I'm doing in the game. But yeah, Fabio got mentioned. Who mentioned? I forgot. I remember it was someone mentioned like, oh, I want to be just like the all-time greats. I want to be like Fabio. It's like, yeah, because that's obviously what Fabio's most known for. Yeah, Jeff talking to us, that's probably going to be pretty cringy. I mean, we did have that, there was like a 3-minute clip that was released where it's like Jeff kind of explaining like what they're doing. That to be pretty cringy. So it's like, I have a feeling, yeah. Probably not going to be great, but whatever.
Sam, the door was sealed from the
yeah, San Juan del Sur has a pretty strong, like, it's a very top-heavy cast. Again, Natalie, Jeremy, Keith Nail, Kelly Wentworth, and even Kelly Wentworth in San Juan del Sur is a complete dud. Like, she's barely there.
Happy thoughts, Liam.
But again, she was always like one of these people that like had a lot of potential. But then yeah, John Mish is a big character. But again, like outside that, it's like you have, I mean, Jacqueline is like fine in the end game, but like for most of the season, she's barely there. I'm trying to think like who else made it far. Baylor, Missy and Baylor were both kind of annoying.
Secondary terminals, no access.
Though I believe they got a decent amount of screen time. Obviously, Alec is like kind of a humorous figure in retrospect. Same thing with Wes. But again, both people that probably would not make a modern Survivor cast.
Tempest, we have an unknown enemy.
Really, actually don't even get why the Christie brothers were cast in retrospect. It does feel weird that the Christie brothers were even on Survivor. Because like I feel like who were they casting for? Like who they want out of those two? I guess Drew. Like obviously that would make like they. I guess they wanted Drew, but it's like I mean I guess they were trying to redo Ars and Vetus, right? Because like there was that like rivalry thing where like Alec has always been like underestimated or whatever, and like Drew is the favorite, but it's like still it's like again not enough of a interesting dynamic there to be a reason why you cast those two, but whatever, they did it.
Looks like they had some sort of special project going. Let's find the rest.
Oh yeah, I hated that too. Yeah, Jeff talking about how like, oh, people always hate twists when they come around. It's like, oh yeah, they're shit. And it's like, you know, like people were upset at the swap and stuff again. Like that was like years ago. Like, and when we're talking about recent twists, it's like we're talking about like force fire making. We're talking about the abundance of advantages. We're talking about things that are, and we're talking about the edge of extinction. Like we're talking about fire tokens again. It's like a radically different thing than the ones that have actually worked and the ones that have actually stood the test of time, which are swaps and idols. Okay, go into cover, please. Fuck this game. Yeah, Jeff learned from Dora on Paramount Mountain. Yeah, I mean, like, it does very much feel like we're catering even more to children. Obviously, this is the thing that Jeff is, ever since he's become a father, like, he's been pretty big on this being, like, a family show, and it does feel like we're going further towards that, which it does worry me. I do worry that we're going to get to Big Brother territory where, like, we have to over-explain things. We have to get, like, a billion confessionals about, oh, this challenge works this way. Well, I guess we wouldn't technically because, like, they don't have confessionals during challenges, but either way, like over-explaining things, kind of similar to what Australian Survivor does, which I do think is a thing that Survivor US typically avoids, but I guess we'll see. I'm still excited for the season, though. I am excited for 41. Though, again, there's a lot of things that are somewhat worrying. Oh, let's pause this real quick. I'm losing my spawn chat, so I kind of want to get back to where I was. Want Heather do well? I didn't get much from Heather. I could see Heather being like a Lisa Whelchel-esque figure from what I've seen. Like, she does seem like, I believe she is one of the bigger fans. I believe she's like one of these people that has been applying for years. So that's cool to see her finally get on. Again, like, it would be interesting to see her do well. I don't think it's out of the realm possibility. Like, I don't think it's, okay. Especially with, like, so many older people on this cast. I definitely think, again, some are going to squeak through. I still think the older people in general are going to have a bit of an issue, but because there's so many like older people, I do feel like there's definitely some that are going to squeak on by, and I think out of the ones there, I think Heather's probably the one that I have the better read on. Like Tiffany is there, who like I feel like I know almost nothing about Tiffany. Eric is someone that I don't have a great vibe from. I feel like he's going to be a bit too passive from what I've seen. And then Brad, I think Brad's someone that's like almost guaranteed to make merge, but probably not getting to the end. I think those are the older people, right? Is there anyone else? Yeah, I do wonder if she's playing up the man-hating thing, but if that is actually how she's gonna, like, if that actually is how she is, again, like, I just feel like it's not gonna work well in the game. Talking about Evie, or Evie? I forgot, how you pronounce her name? Something like that. I mean, Outcasts, like, there is a genuine reason to hate the Outcast twist, though. Again, like, the Outcast twist is bad. The funny thing is that it's not as bad as, like, Edge of Extinction. At least the first time around Edge of Extinction. I mean, I guess to a degree, though, I guess if you really think about it, though, maybe Edge of Extinction is better, because, like, at least, like, we know for sure they're on an island and everything. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it a bit more, I guess Outcast is actually worse. Because, like, even if Outcast, like, 2 people came back into game, they had immunity on the first run, they came back into game. Yeah, so I guess actually, yeah, in reality, probably Outcast is worse. I would like to do that at some point, do a ranking of like, all the Survivor twists. I believe I did see that, Once Upon Island did a similar sort of video, so I don't know exactly how he approached it, but I think that'll be a fun thing to do at some point. Fuck. There we go. What season has the worst cast? Besides I don't think Island of the Isles has the worst cast. I think Island of the Isles has one of the best casts if you take out Dan Spilo. Like, I think the Island of the Idols cast is actually really incredible. Like, outside of Dan Spilo and then, like, probably, like, a Jack, and maybe Elizabeth. Like, I feel like that's an incredible cast. Soft E, so Evie? Okay. Not how I thought it was. Yeah, I mean, like, if we're talking about worst all-around cast, I mean... I do want to do this video at some point, ranking all the casts, but, again, haven't actually thought really through it yet. Again, like, Cook Islands comes to mind, but, like, there's so many, like, top... Like, again, like, Cook Islands is a very top-heavy cast, where you have Yule, you have Ozzy, Penner, Parvati to a degree, but even she wasn't even that great in Cook Islands. Like, she was fine, but not super prominent. But then you have, like, Nate, you have Cowboy, so you have some good one-time people there, but then you have, like, fucking, like, Cecilia, you have Christina, you have Stephanie, you have Rebecca, you have, like, all these no-names, so, yeah. Like, Cook Island's the first one that comes to mind, but I don't think that's actually the answer. It's probably something like Thailand. I think Thailand's probably a good one. Well, not a good one, like, good answer for the worst. Yeah, hey, it's me, Raccoon. Yeah, kind of just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Started talking about Survivor 41, but then a bit jumbled around at this point. Yeah, I think it is Thailand. If I'm... Because, like, what other one would there be that would be worse than Thailand? Yeah, I mean, I feel like it is Thailand. I mean, again, like, there's a lot of inconsistent casts. Like, there's a lot of casts that are very top-heavy, but, like, at least they do have those top-heavy people. It's like, when we're looking at Thailand, it's like, who are, like, the biggest names on Thailand? We have, like, Helen Glover, which is, like, she's fine. But, I mean, like, even if we're looking at, like Marquesas, like, Kathy is much better than a Helen. You have Brian Heideck, who, like, isn't even that entertaining of a figure on the show. It's really his gameplay and his approach to the game that's interesting. You have Clay, who has, like, a lot of, like, humorous moments, but even then, he's such an unlikable person. That's, like, again, like, I feel like it is Thailand. Sarah, yeah, Sarah, I'm interested in seeing how she does. I believe, okay, wait. Because, like, the tribes haven't been released, but Redmond has posted the tribes, so I do want to look this up. Like, who is she with? I did look it up earlier today because I did want to see it, but I already forgot. Fuck. I'm trying to look this up real quick. I think I'm fucking up because I'm putting Redmond instead of Inside Survivor. There we go. 41 tribe divisions. So what do we got? We have... Where's... Yeah, she's with Jeannie. Ooh, that's not a great grouping. Yeah, I think Sarah is in a pretty bad spot there. She's with a Jeannie, Chantel, Ricard, Jarius? Is that how you pronounce it? Jarius? And then Brad. It's like, I feel like there's no natural allies for her here. I don't know. That does not seem like a great group for her. To be fair, though, like, I don't know what would be a great group for her. She does feel like a bit of a... She doesn't feel like she fits this cast particularly well. I think maybe, like, if Xander was on her tribe, I think that would make sense. But, yeah, it's like, looking at who she's with, I'm maybe, like, a Ricard, but, like, maybe a Jarius, but it's like... You know, I feel like it feels weird to see like her working with Chantel and Jeannie. Like that doesn't seem like a thing that yeah, I did hear that Jarius goes by JD, but it's like none of the like actual press has said it, I don't think. But I don't know, we'll see. And I heard that like isn't Eric going by Abraham, which is also a weird thing. Like he's going by his last name. You think Brad would be a good character? Could be. Yeah, I know nothing. Like I don't know much about him outside like he's a farmer, and like he seemed like again like, he seems to be like willing to play the game. Like he seems to like it's weird. Like I believe like I talked about this before that my initial like gut instinct winner pick would have been Danny, but I don't feel that great about Danny after reading his interview, where it very much seems like he is. Did he say JD in his promo? Okay, so is he going by JD? I mean, to be honest, it makes it easier for me to say his name. Yeah, I didn't know Ricard was friends with Kelly Wentworth. Yeah, Sarah. I think Sarah and Sydney would be an alliance I could see. Is it Gyrus? That just sounds weird. I don't know. She looks like a mix of Haley and Baylor. I just want to look at her photo again. Yeah, I can see it. Which, by the way, speaking of photos, Sydney's cast photo is ridiculous. Like her, the one that she's in the bikini and everything. Like, it's a ridiculous cast photo. I don't think I've ever seen a cast photo with that much cleavage. But whatever. Sydney should be fun. Again, like, I'm not expecting Sydney to do well, but she should be fun on the show. Alright, I think I'm going back here, right? Yeah, David definitely looks like Ben Shapiro. I could definitely see that. By the way, David to me, like, when I saw David, the first thing that came to mind was a young David Sampson. Like, the first boot from Kakiyan. And I obviously don't feel good about David either. Like, he could make it for a few rounds, but not looking at him as a likely winner of this season. I'm also interested in Jeff did talk about how they're going to keep tribes small this time, which, then again, I believe we had heard rumors that there's not going to be a swap. But, again, like, all this, like, feels a bit weird. Like, I don't know how to really feel about smaller tribes, because I think in general I don't like smaller tribes at this point, because I feel like it leaves people with less room to maneuver, which makes it a lot harder to pull off like interesting moves. So like I don't know how I really feel about that, but again, like if we're not having a swap, I guess it could play out. And like then who knows when we're getting a merge. I think we talked about this in one of the previous streams, where like does that mean that like we're gonna get like 4 pre-merge boots or so? Because like if we're starting with 18, and like typically we have 13-person merges, But even in like I Am the Idols, we
You
had a
can get there in under a
14-person
century
jury,
if the right focus is
or
drilled
jury
into it.
starting at 14.
So, bake 1 hour
So it's like, are they going to do the same thing
200
here?
to
Like,
1
are we
minute
going to
at
have only
2000.
like 4 pre-merge
Yes,
people, which just feels
exactly like
weird?
that.
And it's also weird because like we know that the pre-merge started. I mean, that the pre-merge people. Sorry, the pre-merge people were sent home. I mean, which again, I've talked about this in the past. There's already technically spoilers that are pretty well known on potential pre-merge people based on social media activity. Yeah, like to me, like David just looks like he looks and like sounds like a young David Sampson in terms of like how he is approaching the game and everything. Like that's just like the first thing that came to my mind. Could be the George of the season. Probably not. Like I mean, like he's a buff guy, right? I believe he's a big guy, right? I actually don't remember. Let's look this up real quick. Okay, well, I love how I even put his last name and I'm still getting fucking David Wright and David Jennett. There we go. I mean, I guess he's like buff enough. Like he's a decent. Like I don't know how tall he is, but like I don't feel like he's going to be underestimated like George. Like George is someone that like George is a pretty small guy. I'm pretty sure, and definitely not the most muscular guy in the world. Like I feel like there's no way David's going to be able to get away with what George is doing. Yeah, like he did say that. Yeah, people get upset now that when we don't swap, which again, like, I feel like that's also not really the case, but whatever. So again, like again, maybe they'll swap, maybe they won't. Again, like I'm pretty sure that was the thing that Redmond said at one point that we're not getting a swap. So again, who knows if that was just wrong, but whatever. Yeah, Genie for sure feels like a. I feel like Genie's best case scenario is Elaine. Of like getting like towards the end game, being super likable, but even then like still not making it to the end. I feel like that's best case scenario for Gina. I don't even see her as a Final 3 go because I do feel like again like I get the sense that she's very likable. Again, like she could be like it could be like Pinty from South Africa, where like I was just completely wrong and turned out she was like this really confrontational, aggressive person. But like the sense I get from Genie, and again, like I used to work in a grocery store and everything, so it's like I feel like I've known people like Genie, and yeah, it's like I feel like she's probably a pretty likable person. What is this? Oh, I forgot that there were different modes. Yeah. Ricard? Potential winner pick. I don't know. I don't know who my winner picks right now. Like, I have narrowed it down to, like, 4 people, I think. But I haven't, like, really decided. But Ricard is someone that I feel pretty good about. The problem I have with picking him is the fact that he is, like, half death. Which I do think could cause some trouble with, like, building initial bonds. If like people feel like, oh, I'm gonna have to talk louder to this person, like that sort of thing, I feel like that could come off as an annoyance to where people won't be as interested in looping him in on things. But like I still feel pretty good about him. Again, he feels like a really likable guy. Seems like pretty competent in all 3 facets. Like I do feel good about him, but I do have that worry there that makes me question it a bit. Yeah, let's see. Again, trying to make sure I don't miss any interesting topics here. Oh yeah, I did see the feat. Yeah, the puzzle. I'll be honest. At first, I had no clue what the fuck they were talking with the puzzle, but then like I eventually realized it. Obviously, it's like feats, and then take out the T, add the G.
Look there. That spot has shelter.
Yeah,
water,
Genie could be a
stable
first
ground.
boot. I feel like there's
Clear the
some
skies.
potential
This might be our new home.
for that. What tribe is she on? So she is with. Oh yeah, she's with Sarah. So her, Sarah, Chantel, JD, Ricard. I don't know. I feel like I could see Jeannie and like Ricard being a alliance there. You also have Jeannie and Brad as like two older people there. I feel like I could see some initial bonds from her. But I mean, I think with someone like her, there's always the chance of an early boot. Yeah, like Ricard was someone that I felt pretty good about even when he was first leaked. Him being this like flight attendant that and he's like a bit older in age. I mean, he's not old, like, but he's like 31, which at that point, like, obviously should have a good amount of life experience. Seems like he's a pretty big fan of the game. Again, we know that he's like friends with Kelly Wentworth. Like, again, like I feel like those are all like massive positives. I didn't know that he was like half deaf until today, which that's been the thing that's like kind of been holding me back in terms of like, again, like I do worry about him socially, not necessarily socially, but more so about being like I do think he's gonna be well liked, but I do worry about him like being grouped into alliances. But again, like I feel like it should be okay. I feel like again, definitely a candidate there. I was also feeling pretty good about I forgot his name. Deshaun. I was also considering him. Like, to me, kind of feels like a mix of like Jamal and maybe like a Wendell. I don't know. Like, it feels like these people that like I was. Okay, wait. Let's not do that. But he feels like the type of person that, again, like I would be pretty high on.
You left, right, left.
But so you can talk the talk.
Not
now,
entirely sure about that one. And also, I really like Nasir. I really, really want to pick Nasir too. Like, I feel like Nasir's gonna be the person that I'm like gonna be actually rooting for. Like, he just seems like a really likable guy. I feel like he should be a fan favorite sort of figure if he makes it far. But again, like I do feel like there's a bit of worry there with him integrating. Again, he does have a pretty thick accent, which I do think could harm him, but also could be very. Also, we saw like Ty, who had a very thick accent. Like, but then even Ty like didn't so like integrate well initially. So we'll see. Again, hopefully it goes well. Yeah, Brad's the first person from Wyoming. Kind of a random thing. Yeah, Ricardo Ray has the CM money. Or Nasir. I feel like Nasir has a interesting backstory with him. What is it? I forgot what. Wait, what was his backstory? I already forgot. It was like he grew up in like a. Was it like a hut or something? I forgot exactly what it was. But like either way, he didn't like see a phone until he was like 18 years old or something like that. Like I feel like he could also have an interesting background. What else we got? Yeah, it's surprising to me that like we still haven't had a person from like every state of the U.S. It's like, again, like we've had what we've had 41 seasons at this point. It's like, how do we not have like someone from every state? Yeah, Chantal and Erica, both those are two Canadians, right? Are those the only two Canadians? Yeah, I like Chantal. Erica is like, I don't know, she's fine. I don't feel like either of them are people that I'm really looking at as winner candidates, but I do like them.
Wonder what those worlds really look like then and now.
Yeah, Nasir could be like a Rupert or a Ty or some of these like I think he's going to be pretty likable. I just worry for his game potential. Again, like Nasir's also like a massive fan. Like he was the one, he's the only one that like I knew pre-season as being a massive fan of the show. Like I think he even said in his interview that he learned English through watching Survivor. So
It's working, but I'm just
again, like he is a big fan, but
more glyphs to expand my database from Habitat
Oh, I have to
7.
go on top, don't I?
Interface fully with the console.
Shit. Wrong button.
Hopefully start up whatever helps the atmosphere.
I do feel like there's some worries there, though.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Do I have to go up there? I feel like that's a thing. Who I think will be purpled? Let's look at this cast again. I think... And potentially Heather. Erica Sidney. No, I feel like they're good. Maybe Liana. Maybe Tiffany. Xander, potentially. I feel like Xander, Xander, kind of gives me Jack vibes from Eye on the Idols. Which... I forgot, actually, Jack was like a top contender with me. I forgot about that. Yeah, like, for the first couple episodes, like, Jack was a top, edge contender. So that's kind of funny. I kind of just forgot about that.
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
I don't think Sydney would be purpled. Because I think Sydney's going home, like, very early, and I don't think, and I think, like, Sydney kind of gives me, like, again, like, I get, like, Natalia vibes from her, but I also kind of get, like, Simone vibes, like, from HHH. It's kind of like a mix of those two, which are both bad, but, like it's weird, because, like, she seems to be this, like, very confident person. Like, kind of like Natalia, where, like, she is, oh, wait, that's Mako, oh, not Mako, Nomad, she seems to be, like, this person that I think is going to be, like, too confident in herself, but then also, she does seem to be this, like, kind of wacky, like, have this kind of wacky side to her, kind of like Simone. Yeah, I don't think she's doing well, though.
Building connection.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see people from Territory. Is that a thing? Like, can they be on? I would assume so, right? Like, yeah, it'd be weird if they didn't allow people from, like, Guam or whatever. Like, especially now they're allowing Canadians and stuff, which is, like, entirely different country.
I'll give it a shot. Wait!
Yeah, I feel like Sydney's gonna be OTTN, probably. Oh, there's PB, everyone's favorite character.
Whoa!
Yeah, how she described herself as sexy? Well, I mean,
just let it ride.
she's not wrong.
I've been studying
Which, again, like, again, her cast photo is so ridiculous. Like, I literally, like, that was literally the first cast photo I saw, and I just, like, laughed when I saw it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Don't like being sat on, huh?
I also find it funny, like, her I think her, like, Instagram name is, like, Queen Sydney. And I believe, like, I think her Twitter is the same thing. It's like, so it's like, this is the thing that she's literally been calling herself since before Survivor. What is going on? Like, in the game I'm talking about. Like, there's I think, like, something's attacking. Yeah, something's attacking us while we're in the conversation. Whatever.
Are you for real? You were going to tell me who you are. I might just be the solution to all your problems.
Yeah, there's the fucking thing just walking around. Whatever.
Look at that.
But yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to this season, though.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's what? It's less than a month away, right? It's what, 3 weeks away? Okay, cool. We're like, instantly being attacked. Which, again, like, cast assessment will probably be out on Saturday. That is currently the plan. And there was a chance I released on Wednesday. I just don't feel like it works out. And I talked about this last night. That if I do so, it really just fucks over my schedule for the channel. And it's not really worth it in my eyes. Something that I didn't even realize. I was, like, looking up when I released these, like, cast assessments in the past. I released my Eye of the Idols one, like, 2 days before the premiere. It's like, what the fuck was I doing there? Like, why'd I wait so long? Like, I don't remember, like, was I, like, not planning on doing one?
Too long.
Because, like, that was my first cast assessment for Survivor, but it's like, it's so weird that I waited so long to do that cast assessment. I don't know what I was doing there.
Writer.
Yeah, I could see Sydney getting a big blunt. Oh, wait, who's she on the tribe with
What
again?
have you
She
learned?
is with...
Plenty. Not nearly enough. It's old. It uses splits,
Where is she?
it's well
There she is.
protected.
She's with
We saw
Heather,
this team clear the
Erica,
skies on Habitat 7.
Nasir.
We're
Like,
hoping
this
it
is...
can
I
be
don't feel like this is a
videos.
good tribe for her, right?
Huh. Atmosphere
Like,
manipulation?
Danny, Deshawn,
Maybe. It's the
Nasir,
model.
Erica,
All red
Heather,
tech is connected.
and Sydney.
You
Mind you,
interface
Heather
with this
stands out here,
monolith
too.
somehow,
It's like she seems
and
out of
now
place.
it's pinging the others.
Yeah, she doesn't have any
If
of
you
the
wake them up
older
too,
players
they
with
must
her
lead to
either.
whatever master switch might
Again, there's
fix
like
the
5
relation.
older players, and she's with none of them, so that's also probably not a great sign. Like, I could see Erica and Sydney being a duo there. I mean, like, it's not... I mean, like, what, Deshawn and Sydney, I believe, are the same age. So, I mean, they're pretty close. And I believe, like, they're both... like, she's, what, in law school, and he's, like, a master's student or so, or, like, he just graduated with a master's or something, so... That should be good. Actually, that's a pretty good tribe, isn't it? I'm trying to look at, like, the other tribes in terms of physicality. Actually, I guess, Yase seems pretty good, too. I guess they're all, like, fine. Yeah, they're all pretty good tribes. It does feel like they bounced it out pretty well. Yeah, I feel like Deshawn, I feel like I could see that. I think it matters, like, how... It's going to matter how, like, cocky she ends up being and how...
Follow the connection to the source.
Because, again, like,
Easy enough.
I get, like, serious
Sure,
Natalia vibes
just
from
don't
her.
piss off too many observers.
To where Natalia was someone that was in a very good position at the start of the game, but then once she got to that smaller group, like, pretty much Alex... Actually, I still don't understand. Why did Alec flip on her? Like, did we actually, like, really know? Like, I guess it's just because, like, she was too domineering, but it's like, I don't feel like we ever got a full explanation of, like, why that even happened. But, again, like, I just feel like that's kind of where I see, Sydney
The
going.
initiative lives and dies by its pathfinders. That's reason enough. And not even a whiff of
But yeah,
fun
Heather
along the
definitely
way.
feels out of place on that tribe,
Follow my
though.
nav points, figure out those
So that's
monoliths,
probably not the greatest starting
get
point
some
for
answers.
her. It's so weird that they didn't split up the 20-year-olds. Well, then again, I guess technically Xander's listed as 21, but I believe he was 20 at the time of filming, right?
We're hoping this tech can fix the atmosphere and make
But they did
videos
put
livable.
Liana and
Think it's
Xander on
possible?
the same tribe.
Yes. Maybe.
Actually, yeah, I forgot. I did talk about this in the past, right? Isn't this really weird that, like, considering this is the most diverse cast ever, that we still have a tribe with, like, 4 white people?
How old is it exactly?
Like, how did that happen?
It's been dormant for centuries.
It's like you look at
Which I guess isn't actually that
Luvu,
old.
there's like 1 white person
But long
out of
enough for
6.
conditions here to
You
get
look at
horribly screwed up.
Uwa,
If they really are
there's 2 white people out of 6, but then you go to fucking Yase and there's 4 white people. It's like, why'd they split it up that way? That seems kind of strange there, but whatever. Yeah, 42 cast. Dude, I barely remember the 42 cast at this point. Like, I remember Tori is on there from Sequester,
Maybe a typical assigned
but
name.
outside of that, like, who's on it?
Oh, you know
Oh, wait, the
things?
guy from there was a guy from, like,
I know what
Endurance or something, right? Let's actually look up Sarah 42
Good
cast
enough
again.
and short enough
I don't
for now.
remember. There we go. Pfft, yeah, barely remember these people. It'll be interesting to, obviously when we get closer to that. Yeah, they still don't have a picture for Rockstoy. This feels like a bizarre cast, actually. Like 41, like when I saw the 41 cast, it felt like it still felt like a Survivor cast. 42 just looks like a random grouping of people. Like this is not, like, based on, like, the photos here, it doesn't even feel like a Survivor cast. It just looks like a random, like, 18 pictures that they just found.
How did you get here? After what
But again, I'm
happened
sure
to
it'll be
the
fine
outpost,
once we
you
actually
expect
see
to
the
run into
real
anyone.
cast photos and everything.
I had a ride at a fudge the flight plan a little. The Nexus didn't want to risk
Yeah, I
any
barely
risks.
remember these people, if I'm being
Or let
honest.
people see how rough it got.
All Canadians are
Sad,
POC.
but
Yeah, that's
there's just
interesting,
so much
actually.
here. And some of us want to
Evie
find
thoughts? I think, yeah, I talked about it earlier. She's, like, I worry for her being too... Because again, like in her bio, she very much comes off as like she hates men, she's a feminist, that sort of thing. I do worry if that's actually how she like actually acts. like I do worry for her. But again, she could be playing it up. It could be like a Spencer situation or like a Jordan Parhar, like some of these people that like play up that element. They're like for them, it was the like raging conservative personality in order to get cast. Like I don't know if she's doing the same thing. But again, yeah, like she listed pet peeves as one of her pet peeves, men. So again, like if she's playing it up, then I think there's some potential there. If she's not, and that's legitimately how she is, then probably not long for the game. I mean, would any man get along with her then? And she did talk about it, like she wasn't out until she was what, like 23, right? I think she said. So, I mean, I guess maybe that scarred her. I don't know. Again, like, and also like, again, I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that she wasn't a fan until very recently that she like watched seasons. So I think that's also another thing that's kind of worrying. Though realistically, that's probably fine. Like I think as long as they have a general knowledge of the game, I don't think it's that big of a deal at this point. Oh yeah, breaking up the guy over how they pronounce Budapest, like that just seems bizarre. Like mind you, it's like, again, like I don't know who's like pronouncing Budapest in a different way. Like I don't know if there's like a, like I don't fully get like what she's even like the pronunciation that she's even describing, but still that just seems like a bizarre story. If that's true, that's also probably not a great sign. Oh hey Ja, yeah, talking about Survivor 41. Yeah, who's she on the tribe with? She's with David. Yeah, she's on the tribe with, like, again, the white people majority tribe. I could see her and Liana getting along. I feel like that seems like a very natural alliance. Again, like, is she getting along with David? I feel like that's extremely unlikely. Yeah, and then, like, who knows about, like, Xander? I don't know. Like, I think it'll matter how chill he is. I don't know. Like, obviously, like, when she says she hates men, like, I'm assuming it's not that she literally hates every guy. I'm assuming it's, like, she hates, like, the toxic masculinity sort of thing. But again, I do think it is a bit of a red flag. Where am I going? Oh, is this not the... Wait, where am I going? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I feel like, Xander seems like the type of person that she would hate just by looking at him. But again, like, I don't know how intelligent he comes off. Like, I really don't, like, I haven't seen interviews with Xander, which I feel like I would need to see before really assessing him. Again, like, the general vibe I get is, like, again, a Jack-like figure. Which I think if that's the case, that's probably one of his better case scenarios in terms of getting along with someone like Evie, but he could also just like, kind of be a cocky douchebag for all I know. Again, don't actually know. Yeah, I did see he compared himself to Jay and Devin, specifically Jay, he said, which, again, probably not leaning in the right direction there. I feel like that's probably not a great scenario. In terms of him relating to Evie, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, really loving the 41 cast. It reminds me a lot of, I don't know if it reminds me a lot, but like, I feel like we're gonna get a similar season to something like an HHH, maybe like HHH without the Ben stuff at the end, hopefully. But like I feel like we're gonna get like a solid like middle. I don't know if middle tier necessarily, because like I actually like HHH, but yeah, like I don't know if we're gonna be getting like blindside after blindside after blindside, like that sort of thing, but I do feel like we should be getting a pretty solid season here. Like I don't see this being a train wreck season or anything like what Australian Survivor currently is. But I can see it being like kind of in line with like Survivor South Africa, what Survivor South Africa is doing this season, where again, like a pretty consistent season for the most part. One with interesting players, interesting gameplay, but maybe not necessarily big moves all the time. Yeah, Chantel mentioned that she was in a gang, and then like now she's a pastor, right? Which is also kind of weird. I'm interested in seeing how she goes. I believe she is a big fan, right? Like I believe she's one of these people that we know for sure is a big fan. So again, probably a good sign. Like I would assume that like when she says that she was in a gang, I'm assuming that's like when she was like very young. Like I'm assuming like teenager to like maybe early 20s at the latest.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Suit up and find out. Got it.
So again, like I just feel like we'll probably just add to the amount of life experience that she's had. Yeah, again, like I really like HHH. HHH is a season that I always, even with the Ben stuff, I still enjoy the season. But obviously, it would have been better if it didn't have the Ben stuff. Oh yeah, what else do we got? Yeah, editing. I'm hoping the editing is fine. Like I believe we did get a new editor, right? I believe that's like the thing that was mentioned, is that they've changed up the editing team to like add more diversity there as well. So again, if that's true, then like again, who knows? But then again, at the end of the day, it's like the editors don't actually make decisions. Like a lot of people like obviously like bash on the editors for the season, but realistically, it's the producers that are making decisions on that. Like the editors are just the ones actually editing it, but the producers are the ones telling them how to edit it. So it's like realistically, it's all a producer thing more so than an editor thing. But yeah, I'm hoping the season's good. Like I'm trying to think, like how were recent seasons edited? Like I feel like I don't even remember how Winners at War was. I feel like it was a clusterfuck, but I don't actually remember. Then obviously Edge of Extinction was a bit of a mess. IOY I feel like was okay. Though obviously the Tommy win was kind of foreshown. I feel like David vs. Goliath was pretty good. I feel like HHH was pretty good until Ben at the end.
Hostile shuttle.
Yeah, I did also. Yeah, we are getting minimal reward challenges, which is ideal. And to be honest, like I expect that anyway. Coming like when we're having a 26 episode season, that more than likely means we'll have less time for them. Or 26, not 26 episodes. Yeah, so yeah. Again, like I never cared about reward challenges anyway, so completely fine with them getting rid of it. Cast has been leaked for a while. Like I've talked about it in previous streams, but not leaked like immediately after. But like to be honest, I haven't really like paid attention to it since then, just because like it's so far off at this point. Like it's not until next year we're getting the season. So and also like just from the pictures and the and like the occupation, the age, like you don't really get that much. Like that's why I haven't really talked much about 41's cast until now, because again, like there's not really much to say when that's all you have. Like now that we have the bios and we know more about these people in terms of their overall life experience and how big of fans they are and all that stuff, like there's a lot more to talk about. But when you just have like the pictures and that sort of stuff, it's like there's just not much to say.
Shaken up.
Yeah, a lot of people were annoyed with Rick's screen time in Edge of Extinction, but it's like, again, like, it actually wasn't even until the end of the season, though. Like Rick was actually not that prominent. Like, he was prominent, but, like, he wasn't, like, far and away number... Actually, I don't even think he was number one until, like, the Kelly boot, right? Try to look it up real quick, because I do have the confessional charts. Yeah, like, Rick Devens was actually, like, not even that prominent for first few episodes. Like, Wendy had the most confessionals by episode 3 at 13. He only had 7, which is, like, around the middle of the pack. Then he jumps up a bit, and then, like, he ends up being tied with Kelly for the most confessionals after episode 7, which I think that's the merge episode. And then Kelly ends up going back to being number 1. He ties again in episode 9, goes back to Kelly for her boot episode, and then after that he goes and gets a decent amount. But even then, like, it's not even that much. If you look at, like, how many confessionals, like, he has the most confessionals in episode 4, which was his first boot episode. He has the most confessionals in episode 7, which was the merge episode, which is when he came back into the game. But it's not until episode 12 that he gets the most confessionals again. Like, until after the Ron boot, right? That's the Aurora boot? No, that's the... or maybe that is the Ron boots. Yeah, that is the Ron boot. Okay. Either way, but, like, that's so far into the season. Like, it really isn't until that, like, very end of the season stretch there that his, like, screen time gets really ridiculous. I think just the people that were complaining about that were just, like, very anti-Rick to begin with. Because, obviously, a lot of people were annoyed by Rick at that point. Yeah, we're probably going to get a lot of combined reward immunity. Actually, I don't know, because, like, they did actually, like, because Jeff did talk about how they're not going to hand out food and, like, that sort of thing, so maybe they are going to stay away from that sort of thing, which, again, I don't like this sentiment of not giving the players food and stuff. Oh, yeah, here's I don't even remember his name. Was the Krogan's name in this game? Whatever. Yeah, Tommy's winner edit was pretty obvious. Like, it was so obvious to where, like, I didn't think he was winning after the premiere because of how obvious it was. Because I thought that they had gone away from that by that point. Because, like, we've had recent seasons, and I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the winners edit video. I think I did, at least. I don't remember anymore. But, like, recent seasons have, like, changed up the winners edit to where it's not so obvious. But, like, Tommy's was so obvious that I was thinking, there's no way he's the winner because they made it so obvious. But then, like, by the time Jason goes home and, like, by the time we get to the merge and stuff, it's like, by that point, it's like, yeah, Tommy's winning for sure.
Still haven't told me who you are.
You thought Dean was going to win? Again, like, Dean had, like, no confessionals until, like, episode 4, right? It was something weird like that.
My name's Sarah Ryder.
Again, it's not the way that Survivor US would edit Dean. Okay, he had no confessionals until episode 3. Episode 3, he had 1 confessional, 2, 5. And then, like, it's pretty quiet in the edit pretty much until the Elizabeth boot. So, like, he's, like, one of these edits that, like, really gets turned up towards the end, but, like, is pretty quiet beforehand. But, again, like, if we're looking at it from, like, an Edgic standpoint, not really a winner's edit there.
Checking out these monoliths. The Ket seemed pretty interested in this one. Looks like you cleared it out for us, though.
Dashes the rumors of the auction returning. Maybe.
There's no shit about the Ket. They think they're safe.
I don't know, because, like, if it's an auction, like, I'm assuming it's going to be late into the game, you would think. And to be honest, like, them being starved of food and everything makes it more likely that they'll get an auction, I feel like, because, like, that would mean that they'll be more focused on the food.
I know what they can do.
So, I don't think it, like, completely nullifies the chance of an auction.
You know,
Yeah, Winners of War had,
I'm flattered.
yeah, a lot of human moments, which I think we're going to get more of, by the way. I think that's definitely where Jeff seems to be leaning into these more, like, personal journeys, which is a thing that, like, obviously we've had this for a while, but I feel like recently they've really been going all in on that.
Particularly interested in this alien tech.
Where's your favorite All-Star season?
Yeah, that.
Above Heroes vs.
I'm
Villains?
gonna go find more to shoot. Try to keep your head
I would say
out
it's my
there.
second favorite All-Star season in terms of full All-Stars. Oh, was it? I even remember that. Dean's first confessional was him calling himself a dum-dum. But hey, Bryce. I definitely did not notice that the Survivor cast came out. Yeah. Who's my winner pick? I don't know. I talked about this already.
Seems fun.
Haven't fully made one. Have a few people I'm juggling around. Again, cast assessment will probably come out on Saturday. Again, haven't recorded it or anything, obviously.
Looks like we're missing something.
I probably will on...
Looks like we're missing something.
Oh, what am I doing?
Wonder if I get.
Oh, I have to do the... Yeah, I'm probably actually going to just wait until the last second, really. I think I might just wait until Friday to record it. Because I might as well just wait until we get more information. Like, I mean, like, I don't know how much more we're really going to be learning preseason that's, like, going to be that important to the cast assessment. Because the thing that's annoying is that, again, like, these, the journalists and everything, all these, like, people that have interviews, they like to space them out. So that way, like, I believe Mike Bloom already confirmed that he's not, all of his interviews are not going to be out until September 9th, which that's, like, what, a week and, like, a week and a half away or so? Which, like, I'm not going to wait a week and a half to do a cast assessment. But yeah, like, so it'll be kind of annoying. I'm probably not going to have every interview available by that point. But I'm hoping that, like, through the different sources that have interviews, maybe I can get at least one interview from each of the players. And that way get a better sense of each of them. Either way, it's already better than fucking, like, Survivor South Africa. Where, like, I literally did a cast assessment based on literally nothing. Oh, I didn't realize these were here. I'm a fucking idiot. So yeah, I mean, I definitely have more information now than, for Survivor US than, I do with the international shows, but... Wish it was a bit more, again, I wish they would just release them all at once, but obviously I know that they want to try to keep, people coming back.
Detecting above normal radiation.
Yeah, Courtney definitely gets under-edited in Heroes vs. Villains. So is Tyson. Tyson barely gets any content, too, in Heroes vs. Villains. Oh, wait, there's probably a thing, isn't there? I'm just being an idiot, probably.
Levels within acceptable limits.
Oh, no, there's not. There's actually not a platform. That's lovely. Wait, this is... No, this isn't even the right one. Wait, is that the one I just did? Again, obviously shows how much I'm paying attention here. I think this is the one I... No, wait, yeah. This is... whatever. Ailey's hotter than Lauren O'Connell? Probably not.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
I mean, like, aesthetically, I will admit I am a bit of a Sydney fan, but,
Re-
I think that's enough.
yeah. What else we got? What people I'm juggling around?
Whatever that did.
I already forgot. What, Ricard? Deshaun.
QEC contact?
I would love to pick Nasir, but, like, I don't think he's gonna do well. Or, like, I don't think he's gonna win. Like, I feel like I don't see how they let him get to the end. Danny, to a degree, I'm considering. JD would be interesting. But I do worry that he's too young. Though it does seem like he has a lot of life experience. Like, from what, like, what he talks about in his bio, like, it does seem like he is a Michael Yerger type young person where he's done quite a bit despite him being so young. but I still, again, like, he's still though pretty young. I feel like that's just an instant worry there. But yeah, I feel like most of my winner picks are actually men. Like, in terms of the women, I don't feel like I have any, like, solid pick here, because, like, Erica is just someone I'm kind of on. Heather, I feel like there's just so much potential for her going home early. Sydney, again, I've already talked about. Evie, again, major red flags. Liana, again, like, the problem there is that she's too young. And also, I do feel like she comes off very, like, stoic? I don't know how to really describe it. Like, she comes off, like, very... Again, she's very well-educated, but it's, like, I feel like she comes off as, like, someone that doesn't have that much life experience and that has, like, only excelled within school and those sort of places. Tiffany, again, barely know anything about her. Jeannie, again, very high variance, and I still don't think she's going to win. Sarah, again, so much potential for her being, like a Molly-esque person that's taken out relatively early. And then you have, to be honest, Chantel's probably the top woman. But I just feel like I have a lot more faith in the men of this cast. And also we do have a recent trend of all of the of a whole bunch of male winners. I don't know. Like, either way, I just feel like just in general the men do seem to be people I have more faith in with this cast. You watched the interview where they interviewed all the contestants. Yeah, like Nasir, from what I've seen from him, he seems like a really fun personality. And again, he does have like a really great backstory and everything. Like, I feel like he could be like a Tai Trang sort of person. But again, I think like even a Tai the first time around, like I feel like there's still that worry that he doesn't integrate socially that well. Then again, I think he's in a decent spot though. I think his starting tribe is pretty good for him. Like you got Deshaun, Danny, Erica. I feel like those seem like people that would get along with him.
I liked those pre-trip vision paintings.
And even Heather.
Green fields,
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Forests. Wonder what
Yeah, what's wrong with Sydney? Again, like I just feel like she is. She just reminds me of a lot of players that don't typically do well. Like I compared her earlier to like kind of a mix of like Natalia from David vs. Goliath and Simone from HHH, where like she's like Natalia in the sense that she's this like super serious, like person that's like super confident in themselves. And she is a like law student, so she is like kind of a professional sort of person. I do feel like that type of person, especially when they're young, typically doesn't do well on Survivor. And then you also have like her talking about how wacky she is and how she's like kind of weird, and I feel like that kind of lends to herself to Simone, which again, two people that did not do well. So again, not feeling great. Bottom contenders, I would say to win, I would say Sydney, Evie, maybe Tiffany, just because I barely know anything about her, but like to be honest, she's probably not there. David, and that's probably it, to be honest. I feel like those are like the bottom. Actually, I'm pretty sure, didn't I want to look at my power rank. I'm pretty sure I did like a very quick power ranking immediately after I saw the bios. Again, it's not like a real power ranking, but yeah, I have David at the bottom. So yeah, David, then Evie, then Sydney, then I had Eric low. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Eric I didn't like because yeah, he talked about being he talked about playing it slow, right? I think that was the thing. That he talked about how he's going to how he's not going to play super hard at the beginning, which is like to me, like, that's not a great sign, especially for someone like Eric. I feel like Eric should be trying to make some alliances early on. Like, I feel like he could be someone that goes out early because he's not really going into any alliances. What is going on? Again, like, I love how, like, how long have I been streaming for? I've been going for an hour and 15 minutes, and, like, I've barely done anything in this game. What about Eric or Xander? Xander, I'm kind of just, like, middle of the road on. Like, he's not, like, a top contender for me, but he's not, like, one of the bottom ones either. I do feel like Xander's one of these people that probably needs to win out if he's going to get to the end. Like, I feel like it's very tough to believe that someone's going to be willing to take him to the end. Okay. And again, he is very young, and he's one of the 3 20-year-olds, which, again, probably not great in terms of his overall life experience. Yeah, not feeling that great. Oh yeah, and also, yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah, 26 days to be playing it slow in a game that's going to be moving pretty quick, definitely quicker than normal. Again, not great.
The first colonists sent audio logs about these regions back to
Yeah, the car's bad. It's not as bad as in the original trilogy, though. This is pretty bad. Like, this is, like, I feel like the Mako in Mass Effect 1 is worse still, but, I feel like the overall terrain, though, in this game is worse. I feel like the car controls better, but, like, the world in this game is much bigger, and there's a lot more hills, and it just makes it even more annoying. Yeah, I feel like the 26 days might make it a bit more more like an ORG to a degree. Not obviously to that extent, because, like, I do feel like still 26 days is still a long time. But the game's definitely going to be moving quicker, because they're only going to have 2-day cycles for the most part, even some 1-day cycles. Which, to be fair, I mean, the finales of Survivor have always had 1-day cycles, but I guess, well, actually, yeah, how will this play out? Do we know the calendar? Because there's going to be, I believe they can get away with 2-day cycles, because, like, the episode count is staying the same, from what I understand. So we're still getting, like, essentially 14 episodes. Yes, I mean, there's got to be some 1-day cycles in there, in the middle of the game, not even just the finale. So that'll be interesting. Again, like, I am expecting a. I would be surprised if they don't end up doing the joint tribal twist. Yeah, Survivor South Africa has had 27-day seasons. Particularly, like, Champions most recent. Actually, I believe all of them pre-Philippines were 27 days or something, like 29 or 27. Somewhere in that range. But, like, Champions, yeah, I know for sure, was one that they really rushed the end game, where they're, like, pretty much the entire post-merge was, like, 1-day cycles.
No Turian tactics. I ran into this scarred up merc who had some really good... You don't get it.
It's just, I've studied tactics for
Played 15 Survivor ORGs and have won none.
This story killed me.
Not a great track record. Game cycle. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna, like, actually, I don't know, like, are they gonna, well, either way, so a 2-day cycle, I'm assuming, like, essentially what they're doing is just taking out the reward day, or mixing the reward day with the second day in the cycle, which is typically used for, confessionals. And we're still gonna get the immunity and tribal in one day, I would guess. Though they could also just do the immunity on day 1 of the cycle and then do tribal day 2. Where am I going? I'm not even paying attention to the game. Yeah, I think the season... Well, I think the season... It's rushed in... What sense, I guess? Like, I think really... In terms of the episodes, I feel like it's going to be the opposite. I feel like there's definitely potential for, like... episodes to be kind of dragged out because they have less footage to work with. But I feel like Survivor US has been struggling recently with utilizing all their footage. They've been, like, really... like struggling for time, and I feel like this is actually probably a better thing in terms of the editing of the episodes. I do think it will make the gameplay a bit more aggressive, where there's going to be less downtime for the players themselves. I think it'll be rushed in that aspect. But I think for me, I don't see many negatives with this change. Like, I know a lot of people are upset about, like, oh, we're getting rid of 39 days, but, like, for me, it's like, I really don't care. Like, it's such a, like, a minuscule thing. Because, like, at the end of the day, it's like the game itself is still remaining. It's just going to be condensed into a shorter period of time. You play like Cody Calafiore? Wouldn't Cody Calafiore... I feel like Cody Calafiore would probably win within one of the 15 times he plays Survivor. What am I doing? I have no clue what I'm doing in the game right now. I guess I'm going here. How would Cody do on Survivor, actually? I feel like he would do well, right? I feel like he's gonna have the win out, right? If he's on Survivor.
Detect a high level of remnant encryption here, Pathfinder. To continue, you will need to decrypt it.
You'll think they'll bring back 39 days? That's not the sense I get. Because, like, I do think they went to 26 because of COVID, but they're not saying that. Like, they're in the interviews, they're saying, oh, it's because we wanted a faster game and everything. But it's like, I think it's pretty clear they did it because of COVID. But again, from the interviews that we've had recently, like the interviews from Jeff, where he talks about the twist and everything, that's postseason. And he's been, like, he seems to be pretty positive on the 26 days. So, like, I feel like they're probably going to stick with it. And I also talked about this earlier, that if they stick with 26 days post-COVID, that also means that the production of seasons would be shorter, which, one, saves money, but also it also allows Jeff to be home quicker, which I think has also been a thing that he's been struggling with, where he's talked about how one of the biggest struggles about doing Survivor is how it takes him away from his family. What am I doing here? Oh, do I have to... Oh, wait.
Okay, let's find these glyphs.
So, I would guess the 26 days stays. Yeah, I do think it's annoying that there hasn't been any female winners since Sarah. But I think also there weren't really many opportunities. Like, I think out of the Chrissy Ben one is probably the most egregious. But even then, it's like I get why they voted for Ben over Chrissy. And then, like, we have, like, again, Ghost Island, it's like Laurel wasn't winning. Dave vs. Goliath, Angelina wasn't winning. Edge, Julie wasn't winning. And then you have Ghost Island, where, like, if Lauren or Janet got to the end, they were winning, but they just didn't get there. And again, Nora wasn't winning. So, And then you have Winners at War, where like obviously Tony was winning if he got to the end. So it's like there really hasn't been an opportunity. But obviously, in an ideal world, obviously it would be a bit more even. Can I not climb this? Oh, do I have to go through here? Yeah. Lauren from Edge of Extinction should have won. Maybe. I don't think she would have. Like, I'm pretty sure, from what we've heard from the jury, is that, Gavin would have won. Had it been Gavin, was it Gavin, Julie, and Lauren?
I need to use the interface that controls this.
I don't even know what I'm doing. Again, like, I'm just, like, glitching into things at this point. Yeah, Sarah wins if she's a... Like, if you swap out Sarah for Tony, Sarah wins. But she wins with less votes, though. Okay, I'm not even paying
Guess
attention.
we'll have to scan for the rest of these.
Why would they vote for Gavin? Because the majority of the people in the jury worked with Gavin throughout the game. And they saw him as more active of a player as Lauren.
That could come in handy.
Even though, again, he still wasn't looked at as that active of a player. Rank the Infamous games? There's not that many, right? There's only 3, right? Is there's 1, 2, and Second Son? I would like to talk about them. Because I do really love Infamous 1. And then Second... Like, I haven't actually even played Second Son in a while at this point. But actually, I haven't played any of them in a while at this point because I haven't played 1 or 2 since I got my PS4, which was 2016. So it's been over 5 years. And then Second Son I played a couple times in that time frame since I got my PS4. But it has been a bit. I don't even like. I'm not even paying attention. I'm like literally just going back and forth to the same places. What's going on, Big Brother? I'll be honest, I actually don't even really know. Like, I kind of know, but I haven't really been focusing too much on the feeds and stuff. I do know that Kyland has kind of burned his position a bit more in the cookout, to where Xavier is like gunning hard for Kyland at this point. Not right away, but like once the cookout gets to 6. And then Hannah used the veto on Kyle, or Hannah used the veto on Xavier, which is what actually initially caused the conflict to begin with. Eric, again, like Eric, gameplay-wise, I'm not feeling great about. Character-wise, I don't know. I haven't really seen much. Like, I haven't seen any interviews from him or anything. Well, I mean, actually, I've seen that one video that had like clips from each of the players, but. Like, I don't remember Eric from it, if I'm being honest. So we'll have to see. Have played the Sly Cooper games? I have played 1 and 2 in the past. But, like, a long, long time ago at this point. Yeah, I never played any of the other ones. Again, what am I doing here? There is no replacement for third nominee. Xavier goes, if he gets off the block, then no one replaces him. So it's just Sarah Beth and Kylan on the block. Or Sarah Beth's going home. And it does look like... I did see also that, I think Alyssa kind of was in trouble earlier, where, like, she kind of talked about, like, she pointed out that, oh, yeah, all the, that Claire's the only white person left, and, I guess that's made the cookout like a bit wary of her, to where like, oh, it's like, oh my god, she noticed. So I guess like Alyssa is like more clearly the target next week. for the cookout. Okay, let's go there. Okay. Did I watch The Mole? I have not. I did when I was a kid, but I haven't watched it since, and I don't remember a lot of it. But I would like to watch it at this point. Again, I do know it's on Netflix, and yeah, it would be interesting to watch now. Would be a cool retrospective at some point. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I didn't do the other one.
We'll have to scan for the rest of these.
Where's the other one? Yeah, there's a lot of like old reality shows that I would be interested in doing some sort of video on. Oh, there we go.
Interface accepted.
Oh yeah, you're talking about PlayStation. Was it PlayStation? Wasn't it Heroes? I thought it had like Heroes in its title. Yeah, it's PlayStation Move Heroes. Yeah, with Sly, Ratchet, and Jack. I never played it. I never owned a Move. It seems like an interesting game. So yeah, Xavier's been nominated twice, but nominating him, and it somehow avoided the block both times. Again, like Xavier for sure wins the game if he gets to the end. At this point, I feel like there's like no doubt at all that the jury respects Xavier. Because like we had like Derek X talking about how Xavier's been running the game. Now we're having Sarah Beth talk about how Xavier's running the game. Oh wait, fuck! Didn't mean to do that. Like Xavier for sure wins if he gets to the end. Mind you, I also think Xavier's position has weakened in the last week or so, where like Tiffany is kind of on to the fact that he would win the game if he gets to the end. So she's been trying to undermine him, but he still has the potential to win out. So, like again, like I still have Xavier number 1 in my power rankings, but it's very, very close. Did the cast for the Circle come out? Did I just, like, completely miss that? wait, let's look this up. If I could fucking type for the life of me. Oh, we did. Interesting. I didn't see it until now. Mind you, like, to be honest, I don't care that much, because, like, I'm not gonna do, like, a cast assessment or anything. But yeah, I did not see that the cast came out. Okay, well, from what I'm seeing right now, this just looks like a group of random people that I know absolutely nothing about. But either way, should be fun. Hopefully I don't end up hating it like I did Season 2. I didn't hate Season 2, obviously, but not my favorite season in the world. Oh yeah, like I definitely had massive circle burnout at that point. What am I doing here? What? What am I doing? Oh, I now have to fight these things, right? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even see that the cast came out. Like today, I might as well mention this. I can't really talk about this. I did get caught up on my Australian Survivor script, which took way too fucking long to write. It's already at over 11,000 words, so that's cool. Obviously with like, what, 4 more episodes left this season? So, it's gonna be long. I don't actually remember. How long was my... I want to look this up real quick. How long was my All-Stars review? Where is it? Fuck, when else should our All-Stars end? Was it that early? I didn't realize it ended so early. Okay. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, oh my fucking god, that's so depressing. My script for Brains vs. Brawn is already longer than All-Stars. Yeah, so the script right now, actually no, it's not longer yet, but it will be. That's depressing. I did not realize that. Hopefully it ends up being shorter than my Winners at War script, which I believe is my longest script ever. Fuck, I didn't realize that. Damn it, it's gonna be so long. Ugh. Even my South Africa script is gonna be pretty long because my South Africa script's at like almost 10,000 at this point, I think. Yeah, what is it at? It's at 9,500. Which, I mean, it's not really even fair to compare it against my Island of Secrets script because I didn't go as in detail at that point. So that's ridiculous. I didn't realize that I was already pretty much longer than my All-Star script. Ugh. Whatever. What am I supposed to be doing here? I don't even remember. Wait, decrypt the remnant code by assigning glyphs to their rows. Wait, what? Oh, wait. That's not doing anything, though. Oh, wait. Oh, I have to do it for the empty ones. Okay. And that shows how much I'm paying attention. Oh, so this is just like Sudoku. Right? Obviously, this is something I definitely want to be doing on stream. Whatever. I might as well just get caught up on chat at this point. What do we got? I've seen so many edits of Janelle that say pack your bags, Sarah. I love the clip of Tiffany saying, what was it? Fuck Sarah Beth. And I said that shit. I do love that clip. Oh yeah, I would love to do a Celebrity Apprentice videos. But yeah, it would be weird with Trump. That's kind of my hesitancy with doing Apprentice related things. But I would love to talk about The Apprentice at some point. Again, obviously doing Sudoku is what everyone's super interested in. Let's not do that one because that's not an easily found one just yet. Wait, I skipped it. It's this one. And then not that, that, and then there we go. That was something. What else we got? You want Tiffany to win? I mean, I probably want Tiffany to win at this point. I think Tiffany's the best player on the cast.
Seriously?
Again, it's disappointing that because of the cookout and everything that we haven't really seen like everything she can do. Because I do feel like she's been kind of limited by the cookout. But again, if she wins, then it'll still be a satisfying outcome. Yeah, I feel like Tiffany or Xavier winning, I'll be completely fine with. Kylan and Hannah would be interesting depending on how it happens. I feel like Azza and Big D would just be like, what the fuck was the season? Okay. I'm probably about to die. What is the cover? I keep on forgetting what the cover button is. Whoa.
Is it just me, or do cats seem to appear everywhere we find remnant tech?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Okay, this is really I really hate Stream Manager on desktop. It makes it really hard to keep up with chat when it's like, because it keeps on scrolling back to the bottom whenever someone else types something. Yeah, trying to get caught up here. Xavier should keep Kylan as a shield and get Tiffany out. Probably. For Xavier, yeah. But even then, like, I mean, like, not really, though. Because, like, I do think Kylan's probably a bigger threat directly to him than Tiffany. Like, because, like, I feel like Kylan's much more likely to beat him in competitions. Specifically the competitions that Xavier would be good at. To where I think that's kind of the issue of Kylan for Xavier, is that they both have, like, very similar skill sets. And, like, while I do think Xavier's probably the better of the two, it's still, like, I feel like there are certain competitions that, if it's Xavier versus Tiffany, like, Xavier's just gonna straight out, like, beat her, like, extremely easily, while with Kylan, it's, gonna be a bit tougher of him. Wait, where's the thing? Is it down here?
Radiation levels increasing.
Yeah, let's see. Haley winning is great for Bob. Would he be out of my my bottom 5 winners? I mean, yeah, I guess. Again, like, but that's like I mean, that's assessing out of like winning games. Obviously, I think Haley's a much better player than Bob. But yeah, in terms of winning games, then yeah. But I do think it's situations like that that do make me question, like, what does it matter? Like, at this point. I really, in general, like, rankings, like, ranking winners and ranking, like, a lot of the rankings, like, are just so arbitrary, it doesn't matter. Like, I just find it funny, like, when people get, like, so upset over, like, where I place something. Like, it doesn't fucking matter, realistically. But still. What's going on in AU? Nothing is going on. Literally nothing is going on in Australian Survivor.
Look there. Coming out of the lake.
Like, again, the twist was fucking dumb, where, Flick gets voted out. She has, to break the urn. If inside the urn, it says, like, what, there's 4, originally there were 4 urns, now there's 3, but, like, inside one of them is a safety scroll, where, if she gets the one that has a safety scroll, she's safe, and she did, so she doesn't go home, and the entire episode was pointless. So, literally nothing happened, on Australian Survivor.
Radiation levels within acceptable.
Yeah, it has been, what, 5 months almost since Circle US. Like, by the time Circle Season 3 ends, it would be 5 months, I think. Either way. Yeah, so it's been a bit of time, so, again, like, when I watched the Celebrity Circle UK, like, it really felt like me falling back in love with the Circle. But then, like, when it just went on and on with UK and then US, like, it just got a bit much. But yeah, I am hoping that I do enjoy Season 3.
Oh, you're good.
SA? I mean, nothing new's happening in SA since we last talked.
I didn't do a thing.
How far down do you think it goes?
Fuck, we just got to this point. I'm like almost 2 hours into the stream. And I just got here, and like we've been on the same mission the entire time.
That can't be air pressure.
I'm probably not as liberal as what you would think,
gravitation.
but I'm not
Oh, you
super
idiot,
conservative.
Petey. That wasn't the front door. This is.
Fuck, I
I'll
missed the
let you
button.
know.
God damn it.
Hey.
Like, essentially, I hate both sides, so it's like, it's really, it's like, they're both bad. Rooting for Hannah Xavier. Again, yeah, I really like Hannah as a person. I do worry, I do, like, again, like I talked yesterday, how I was not feeling great about Hannah. I do feel a bit more positive now about Hannah than I did yesterday. where again, like, I was listening to the live feed update from RJP, and they were kind of talking about Hannah, and that kind of made me like think like, okay, maybe Hannah has a better shot. Like I think Hannah's better positioned to get to the end than anyone else on this cast at this point. The problem is her winning the game. That is like kind of the question mark.
Anything could be important. Let's be thorough. Up there. Do you see that?
Looks like a broken information display.
I would say that like the way I look at Donald Trump, I don't know, again, don't want to get too political, but the way I look at Donald Trump is kind of in a similar way that I look at like Russell Hantz on Survivor. Like I feel like there's a lot of like comparisons between the two.
You're not leaving already, are you? Not until we find those processor controls.
Yeah, I did watch the season Carrie Busey one of Celebrity Big Brother, which is an insane thing. I mean, like again, like it's obviously not a strategic game; it's a public vote and everything, which makes it like a lot more likely for him to win. Where like Gary Busey was like a really big like underdog figure on that season because there are a lot of people that just didn't like him because like of the way Gary Busey is, or he's very
Should be working.
where he's a very I don't know, like I mean obviously like he's not all there mentally, and just like the majority of the cast just hated him, but that made him really sympathetic. What am I doing?
Safe and sound.
I see the conduit, Sam. Whatever it is, it leads out of the room.
These data pattern things are incredible. If I'm right, each one can hold hundreds of zettabytes. There are whole species who get by.
I wonder what Russell would think about me saying that. I'm not sure. Like, what is like? I would assume Russell is
but it cannot be accessed.
like I don't know about like Trump. I'm pretty sure Russell's conservative at least. Like, I'll be pretty surprised if he's not a Republican, but I don't know how he is.
What have we?
Also, just because you're a Republican doesn't mean that you like Trump. Where am I going? What is this? I have to go back here again?
Shouldn't it be warmer this deep underground?
Not what we're looking for, but worth getting a record.
You go ahead.
Do I think Gary Busey is treated unfairly? From what I remember, yes. But like, I feel like he would also just be annoying to deal with, though. Like, again, like I haven't watched the season since it aired. Like, I watched it live, so it's like I don't remember like the like exact details of everything. But I remember like thinking of him as like I felt for Gary Busey at the time. Mind you, like I was also like I loved Gary Busey on what the fuck is it? Celebrity Apprentice. So I kind of knew what I was getting into and everything. I hate Carsonian. Yeah, talked a lot about Survivor 41.
Pennant must control the atmosphere.
Where am I going? Again, like I have no clue what I'm doing.
It looks dead, or locked down, like most of this place.
The fluid conduit leads to this console.
Oh yeah, I do know. Yeah, the Terra Alicia Savannah stuff is still a thing. Yeah, it does seem like the entire cast is pretty much turned against Terra Alicia, from what I understand. But again, like it's like. Again, like really, from what I understand, it's mostly on Terra Alicia's end, where she just seems to still be like extremely bitter about the entire situation, and like anyone that like is a
symbol of authority,
supportive of Savannah in any light, then she's instantly against them.
I'll see what I can find on this beauty. Maybe over this way.
Whatever has this place on lockdown is that way.
Do I think Trump looks like a troll?
You fix up the vault, I'll investigate the relic, and together we'll figure this place out.
I mean, he's a tall troll, if that's a thing. So he's like 6'4" or something, right?
See? Anyway. I knew you were smart. I'm on frequency 145.8. Stay safe.
10 credits say she ends up.
Yeah, who was on that cast? Like, I remember Audley came in second. I remember that. I think that was his name, right? He was like this big boxing guy, and like he was like the only guy that was like nice to Gary Busey, and he came in second.
A gravity well. is the gravitational effect of a large
I just want to look
massive
this up real
space.
quick.
This is more accurate.
I don't remember who else was on the
Variable
cast
gravity.
there.
Keep a note
James,
for
oh yeah, James
ourselves.
Jordan. I forgot about James Jordan.
Explain all this.
He was a great character there. I think he came back for All Stars, right? Or like not the half and half season that they did. Oh yeah, that George. I forgot he was a person too. Wait, that Adele Lynch, she's only 34? I feel like I remembered her being like 45 or something. That's mind-blowing. Obviously everyone cares about fucking Celebrity Big Brother UK 14. Yeah, let's see. You're pro Savannah because she's hot. I feel like that seems very like you. Again, like if this was like if I was picking a winner pick for 41 based on me like 10 years ago, for sure Sydney would have been my winner pick. I can assure you that. Again, it would have been like a similar situation to me picking Michelle and Co Wrong.
Look up there. Must be how they kept it from collapsing.
Whoa.
Where
Liquid.
like at the point where like I don't have a clear like winner pick, like I'm pretty much just picking whoever I find attractive that also seems to have like a interesting personality. But again, at the time with Michelle, like she was like this big like super fan that was talking about Harry Potter all the time and stuff like that. Are we getting cast bios? Yeah, 41 casts has come out.
How many do they need?
It's already out, the cast bios and everything. Individual video interviews aren't out yet. Though, it should be coming out somewhat soon. Actually, I don't know if we're getting video interviews, actually. I'm not sure if we're getting video interviews, but at least, like, audio interviews and, like, articles and stuff like that should be coming out. What do you think of Michelle in the challenge? I love Michelle in the challenge. I hope she returns for future seasons. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I hope we get more Survivor people in general on the challenge. But yeah, I feel like Michelle. Yeah, I'm surprised how well she's doing, and she's came close to winning the last daily. She's won an elimination. Again, like I think she's doomed for this season, but I think like return down the road, I feel like she could possibly do a lot better. I mean, we have actual bios. Like we have I don't remember exact. Like, does the CBS website have them yet? I don't remember if they have it yet, but I know that like all the different articles that are out there have them. Actually, has the cast page been updated? It hasn't. That's annoying. Because what I've been doing is getting the pictures that are on the cast page for Survivor as like the photos I use. Because they're all like formatted in a very similar way. But they don't have those for 41 yet, so I might just use the standard bikini photos and stuff that they're out there for this first video at least, because I don't feel like going and making them all my own. Like I could do it, but it's like I just don't fucking feel like it. I did it for what show was it? I think Big Brother. I did it. Like where I actually like took the time to actually format all the images similarly. Which I would not have done back in the day, but like recently I've been trying to be a bit more professional with that sort of thing. But at least making all the images like the same size and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna have Sydney's amazing cast photo. It's gonna be great. Again, it's so funny to me. Like like that was literally the first photo I saw. I was like, what the? Again, like it's hilarious to me. Again, I don't think there's been that much cleavage in any other cast photo I've ever seen from Survivor. Like, I think Lauren O'Connell is probably the next, like, top one, but,
This device appears defensive in nature.
No good. Locked down against hostiles.
You watch Celebrity Big Brother UK 16.
Wonder if I
Which one was that? Did I watch? Oh, I'm looking this up real quick. Did I watch that one? Because yeah, like I might have watched that one. Yeah, US versus UK. I did not watch that one actually. Now I'm looking at it. Actually, I don't even know who most of these people are. Oh wait, that was the one to the. Okay, I did watch a little bit of it. I think I watched like the first week or two of it, and then just dropped off. Like I didn't finish watching it. Yeah, I did remember I did watch like when Tila Tequila was on and she got kicked out because of that was actually weird. Like she got kicked out because of like the pro-Nazi comments that she made like years back, which is like, why didn't you just like not put her on the cast to begin with? But whatever. You can see Tyson from SA on the challenge. Yeah, I could see that. I don't think he's as likely. Like, I think Rob Bentley is the most likely challenge person from Survivor SA. Considering, like, he was actually, like, I believe, like he was called for this last season, and he said no. But I feel like he feels the most likely.
I could provide analysis via the scanner.
Yeah, who else from this season would be going to the challenge? Maybe Anella? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Tyson would be a decent pick, too. I don't know, like, I don't know how dynamic of a personality Tyson is, though. Like, I don't know how, like, I feel like Tyson fits Survivor, but I feel like most other reality shows, I don't know if Tyson really, works well in these other shows.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Why does Circle hate Tara Alicia? It's just because she's bitter, I think. Again, like, most of the cast seemed to like her at the time, and, like, even after the season ended, but then, it's like whenever,
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
people are, like, somewhat supportive of, Savannah, or even friends of Savannah, like, she gets upset, which is just dumb. Oh yeah, the Survivor video today that I was surprised that they like had like they obviously had like clips from the first Idol in Guatemala, and like they even bothered to show Jamie's confessional where like he says like there's an idol this big in a jungle this big, but it's like I'm surprised they even took the time to show that.
Wonder if I'd get anything.
Like I wonder, like, is that gonna be part of the show? Like, are they actually gonna is that like gonna be part of the intro to the first episode? Because it'll be interesting if they show that in the premiere. Like some of these clips.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
What's Wednesday's video? As of right now, it's still the Amazing Race 1 retrospective. And then Saturday will be the cast assessment. Again, a little, like, thought about making the cast assessment tomorrow, or making the cast assessment on Wednesday, but I'm just not, I don't think it's absolutely necessary, and then also it ruins the schedule, so I'd just rather not. Okay, what is going on?
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Who do you think is the most talked about Survivor player on the channel? Are we talking about Twitch, or are we talking about on my YouTube channel? If we're talking about on the YouTube channel, then probably... I don't know. In terms of total runtime, I think it might be Tommy, if I'm being honest. Because I remember on my... I think it's my internet. I forgot which winner. There was one sort of ranking I did where, like, I talked about Tommy for way longer than I did any other player. I think it was the international, or the global winner ranking, I mean. But yeah, then also we have me talking about him in IOI. We have, with, like, obviously the cast assessment and all that stuff. Like, he was in the top one-time player video. He was in the top 10 video. Like, I feel like it probably is Tommy. which is kind of bizarre to think about. If not Tommy, then probably like Tony or Boss Rob or... I feel like it probably is Tommy, though. You can see Rainier on the challenge. I feel like Rainier on the challenge just feels weird. Like, I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know if Rainier is in a position to wear... And, like, same thing with Chappies. Like, I feel like Chappies also, like... I think if Chappies was, like, maybe 10 years younger or something, like, if Chappies was, like, 20s... I feel like, yeah, Chappies would be on the challenge. But, like, again, Chappies is, like, a father. Like, is about to be a father and, like, all that stuff. I feel like that's not really the spot you want someone to be in when they're going on the challenge. And same thing with Rainier, where Rainier's, like, a father to a kid and everything. I don't know why I had to add to the kid. But, anyway, like, again, like, I think once you're a parent and everything, I feel like it feels weird for you to be starting off your challenge career at that point. Unless you're, like, still very young, to which both of them are, like, around 30, right? And Chappies, like, I know for sure Chappies is, like, 31, 32, right? And then I think Rainier's, like, late 20s, something like that. So it's, like, again, like, at that point, I just feel like it's kind of weird to be starting your challenge career. Again, like, if you're, like, well, I mean, to be fair, I guess Devon did, right? Devon was, like, late 20s, so, I don't know. On Twitch, most talked about person on Twitch, then I feel like it's probably, Tony or Lauren O'Connell, but again, Lauren O'Connell in a joking way. Yeah, but yeah, Kara I think could be in consideration. Again, Amy doesn't feel alright either. Again, Amy's like a professional, like lawyer. No, actually, what is Carla?
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
I don't even remember what Carla's job is. But yeah, I just feel like for the challenge, you kind of need people that don't have as much going on.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Especially because, like, the challenge, like, the actual filming of the challenge takes, like, months, right? Yeah, what's her job, Carla? Corporate sales executive? Yeah, I feel like she could be on the challenge. I would love to see Carla on the challenge, actually. Yeah, I really like Carla. It's such a shame she went home so early. Again, she was like being prepped to be like a really great villain. Where am I going? Yeah, it feels like most of this Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough, I've just been like confused over what I'm even supposed to be doing. Like, why isn't why isn't the mission objective ever updating? Like, is that a glitch, or is it like actually supposed to be doing that? Wait, let's just I just want to go here. There we go. Now it's colored. Why was it black and white earlier? Whatever. Yeah, I loved Flight Time and Big Easy when I was a kid on Amazing Race. Like, they were definitely my favorite team from when I was a kid.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
And to be fair, like, I think they're still like fun characters even now. Okay, is this the right way? Wait. There's no mission objective on here, right?
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Like, I can see why people are annoyed with them. Like, I'm pretty sure they're not like they're not popular within the like Amazing Race superfan community. Because like at the end of the day, like they are kind of like obviously they've been on 3 seasons, so they're kind of overexposed. And yeah, like I do think they play it up for the camera a good chunk, which typically annoys super fans. What am I doing? Again, like I just don't know what I'm doing. Not that. Oh, what's this? Okay, that's nothing. This? That's still nothing. Okay. What else we got? Tony, because 3 winner rankings, pre-winners at war stuff. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah, again, like, it probably winners at war, actually, now I think about it, because I did do a lot more winners at war videos than I did Eye of the Idols. So probably like it would probably be someone from Winners at War. If we're talking about the main channel, obviously. Yeah, Kayla, I don't know. Like Kayla's like currently pregnant, right? I don't know. Like for me, like to be fair, I think the challenge has kind of changed in recent years to where I think it takes itself a bit more seriously. To where, again, like I don't think it's like a show that you go on to hook up with people and that sort of thing like it used to be. Where it used to be like a show that was so based around like partying and again like hookups and stuff, which just doesn't seem to be the focus anymore. Where now it's actually about like physical competition and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, I guess like realistically, like chances aren't dead for people like Kayla and people like Chappies, I guess. I do feel like Rainier, like to me, Rainier just does not fit the challenge. Like I just don't see that like being a thing. Okay, cool. That was again. What am I doing? I guess I should follow this. Where's this go? But that's where I was, though, right? Alright, wait. Okay, how far back is that? Is this where we came from? I legitimately just don't remember. Yeah, Bryan Singer. Yeah, Bryan Singer would be an interesting director if he wasn't. I forgot what he get in trouble for. Was it child-related things? I feel like it was, right? I don't actually remember anymore. I feel like it was really bad, right? Yeah, a number of boys have alleged that he sexually assaulted me. So, yeah, Anthony Douglas. Like, how is Anthony Douglas not on the challenge? No? Yeah, whatever. Missing out on Discord. Again, like, I know nothing about Discord. Like, I've literally used it once, and that was because, I was in college, and, that was how we were, like, communicating with the project. Where am I going? Like, what the fuck is this? Did Russell Hantz do a reaction video? Wait, which video did he do a reaction to? Did he do it to the monster one, or did he do it to that 3-minute one that had the clip of him in Samoa? Which, if he did, then I'm sure he's pretty high on that. What do you think of Brett Ratner? I love Rush Hour. Like Rush Hour, I like adored Rush Hour 2 when I was a kid. I watched that movie over and over and over again. Like, he's not a good director in the grand scheme of things, but like I do enjoy a lot of his movies. But it's like, again, as a person, he just seems like a complete fucking asshole. Yeah, I like the Rush Hour movies. I like Tower Heist. I'm trying to remember what else he did. Money Talks. I don't think I ever watched Money Talks. I don't even remember The Family Man. I know I've watched it, but I barely remember it. Red Dragon's solid. Last Stand's kind of shit. And then Hercules is fine, I guess. Okay. Okay, well, that's lovely. 3-minute one? Okay. Yeah, I would actually, like, I actually would be kind of interested in seeing his reaction to him being, in the video. Actually, I wonder where Russell thinks he is with Survivor production at this point. Like, I wonder if he thinks that he actually has a chance of coming back. Because, like, I actually legitimately don't know if they would bring him back at this point. Because I think the biggest question mark with Russell is how pissed off are they from him spoiling the seasons. Because, like, he hasn't been back since Redemption Island, and Redemption Island is when he got caught leaking the season, or, like, leaking to, I forgot the name of the Messier, or whatever the fuck his name is. So I do wonder where he's actually out of production. Because I think, like, you would think that he would be in consideration for, like, a Legend season or something like that. But, I genuinely don't know how they feel about him. He used to do food reviews of his daughter? That sounds weird. How old is his like, how old are his kids now? His kids have to be, like, old, right? I mean, like, not old, but, like 18 or so by now, right? Like, isn't Russell Hantz a grandpa? I'm pretty sure that's a thing, right? At this point.
Splits and goes through each of those devices.
Interfacing may complete the circuit and allow the world to open.
If it gets us to the system.
I loved Russell Hantz not even that long ago, if I'm being honest. Like, when I first got into Survivor, I loved Russell Hantz. And again, to this day, I still think he should have won Samoa. Like, I think a lot of the criticisms people have with his Samoa game are not really warranted. Like, obviously you can complain a lot about what,
Power restored to the gravity well.
especially, like, considering the cast at the time. But I do think, again, like, people talk about how, like, oh, he would never win the game. It's like, I think Russell's Samoa game wins him the game in a modern season. Like, I don't think he does anything that bad in Samoa to where he would lose a modern jury vote. Like, I think if it was the Island of the Idols jury on Samoa, I think he easily wins that.
Barely any dust. How old is this place?
Unknown. Radiation counts indicate the vault has been offline for several
Have I heard of
years.
Gavin Hood? I've heard of him. I don't remember what he's done.
Can't be a coincidence.
And I'll look it up real
Maybe
quick.
the Scourge is why all this tech was abandoned.
Oh, X-Men Wolverine. I feel like that's why I remembered him from. Oh, Ender's Game. Yeah, I remember Ender's Game. Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, though. But yeah, I've watched X-Men Origins Wolverine and Ender's Game. I think I watched Eye in the Sky, but I don't even remember it. Back in, well, Russell spoiled all the seasons he was on. Like, where, there was this source called, like, you can, I mean, you can look this up, but, with Samoa and, Heroes vs. Villains, they were completely spoiled from beginning to end, by a guy named Messier, I think, or Missyae, I think is what's, how you spell it? Yeah. Who is still, like, a person that, like, has a Survivor podcast, and he's on Twitter and stuff. But yeah, like, he leaked the results of Samoa and Heroes vs. Villains, and then Redemption Island, Russell decided to, like, mess with him, essentially, and, like, give him fake spoilers to where he got caught, to where, at that point they knew, like, Russell was his source, that he, like, had the results for those 3 seasons, and he ended up getting sued by Survivor Production, and he ended up, like, leaking that Russell was his source and all that stuff, and it's like, it's really just kind of a mess. But essentially, Russell spoiled his own seasons. Wait, what am I doing? Do I just interact with it?
The system's responding to those frequencies. Just a patch job, but it should hold.
Nice work. The console should work now.
Why did his wife divorce him? I think it was the other way around, wasn't it? I don't know. Yeah, again, I know nothing about Russell's love. Well, actually, I know some about Russell's love life, but don't know why they got divorced. But I assume there were issues. Bran Hance. How old is Bran Hance now? I'm pretty sure Bran Hance is older than me. So like, I'm pretty sure he's like probably like 28. I would guess 27, 28. He is. Oh, he's 29. He's way older than me. Okay. I thought he was closer to my age.
Can you hit that console?
Anyway, he's 29. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Brandon Hansen in a while. Just like Paul Show 119. I mean, the thing is, like, I think Paul made more mistakes to lose BB-19 than Russell did to lose Samoa. Why is she just like fucking? Whatever. Wait, what am I supposed to hit?
Ryder? Can you hit that console?
I assume that's not what I'm supposed to do. What console am I supposed to hit? Oh, just the opposite side of this? Okay, fine.
Looks like it worked.
There's even a
Have you ever seen the video of Russell and Brandon getting thrown out of a casting call? No, I haven't. I feel like that'd be interesting. Where's Russell Samoa win rank in winner rankings? High, but not like at the top. Yeah, I don't have my winner rankings readily available. But, like, I mean, he's not in the top tier. I mean, like, he is in the top, like, the top tier in terms of, actually, I don't know, though, because, like, he has the idol play. He's probably bottom top tier. Like, he's probably, like, around where, like, Yule is, like, he's probably, like, actually at the very bottom of the top tier.
Will you look at that?
How do we get across?
Like, near the spot where, like where Brian Heidick and Yule and Tom Westman, like, those sort of wins are. Okay, cool. That was cool. Did Jason find out that it was Russell who burned his socks? I don't think so, right? Like, I'm pretty sure he didn't find out until post-season. But I might be wrong on that. Okay, I guess we actually do need this. BB-23, who's my worst case scenario final two? Probably Derek F. and Ozza. Yeah, I would say that's probably worst case scenario.
All the way down here?
You see them too?
And then, with the exception of, again, like Alyssa, I feel like, again, like I feel like in terms of who I want to win, I feel like if we're ranking that, I think 1, Tiffany, 2, Xavier, again, Hannah or Kylan probably back to back.
Glad I didn't eat a big breakfast.
Probably, I would say I like Hannah more than Kylan, but I feel like Kylan's been more active in the game. Not necessarily active, that's probably not the better. But he's been more, like, I feel like, for me, I feel like Kylan has executed more impressive moves within the game, but is just a lot more inconsistent in the game than Hannah is. So, like, I think it kind of, like, evens out. And then I would probably say Claire 5. Then I'm not even including Sarah Beth in this. So Claire 5. I would probably even have Ozza above Alyssa. I don't know. I mean, I think at that point it's like, who really cares? And to it, even with Claire, like, I don't really even want Claire to win at this point. It's really those top 4. I'll be satisfied if any of those 4 win. But I feel like the other 4 would be just kind of underwhelming at this point. Really, anyone but outside the cookout would be underwhelming, but also like Derek F. and Ozza would be underwhelming. So again, like, that leaves us with those 4. What were the fake spoilers? I believe it was I forgot, it was like that pageant girl. Like, there was like a pageant girl, I forgot her name. That and like, was it Kimbo Slice? Is that his name? Yeah, the MMA fighter named Kimbo Slice. Like, he said that Kimbo Slice was on Survivor Redemption Island. There was weird shit. Like, it was like a whole bunch of like random stuff. that's like very clearly fake in retrospect. Trying to look it up. And it's kind of tough to come up with. Alright, let's look up Russell spoilers. Or not, maybe not spoil. I don't know, whatever. Either way, again, it was just a lot of, yeah, I didn't even know Kimbo Slice actually, Slice passed away until I just looked it up. Mind you, I have no clue who he is outside of the fact that he was referenced in the,
Side room.
leak thing.
Still, could be anything in here.
What do I know about Russ's love life? I know he dated Michaela for like a year. Michaela Wingle from South Pacific. That's about it. But
I think that's the right way.
you have 10,000 channel points? I don't even remember, like I don't even know how much like channel points really work.
Servers coming up at us.
I would actually be interested in seeing like how many channel points I have with other channels. I wish there was a way you can check channel points. I don't feel like there is. Outside of like obviously watching the stream, just seeing the number at the bottom. Yeah, Russell dated Michaela Wingle from... Or Wiggle? Wingle? What? Yeah, Wingle, right? Whatever. From South Pacific. Which is really awkward considering, like, that's the one that Brandon Hans called Delilah. And the fact that she ends up dating his uncle. It's fucking weird. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, Tiffany, definitely isn't a saint, but, I still think Tiffany is the best player on this cast. And I'll be honest, like, I don't even think it's that close, either. Like, I think she's number one by a lot. Like, I really do think that if Tiffany wasn't on a season with a Cookout, I think Tiffany could be, one of the best players in history of the show. That's not gonna work. Cool. Oh, I love Matthew Vaughn. I haven't watched his stuff in a while. I don't know if he's done anything recently, but I did love Kingsman. I loved Kick-Ass. Layer Cake's good. I don't even remember Stardust. Yeah, Days of Future Past. Oh, wait, no, he didn't do. Okay, he did just did First Class. Okay. Who did Days of Future Past? Oh, Bryan Singer did Days of Future Past? Okay. I kind of forgot about that, actually. Yeah, he hasn't had a movie since Kingsman 2. Oh, wait, no, yeah, Kingsman? Oh, is that the third? They're doing a third Kingsman? I didn't even know they were doing a third one. Either way. Yeah, I love a lot of his movies. Wait, what? Wait, did I accidentally ban Bryce? Wait, why does it say I banned Bryce? I didn't ban Bryce. Okay, how do I fix that? Unban? There we go. Yeah, sorry about that, Bryce. I don't know how I did that. I think I accidentally hit it because I have my chat open on my phone and then on desktop as well. So I think I accidentally hit it on my phone. So sorry about that. What I didn't do anything. It just happened. Again, in all seriousness, like I think I accidentally just hit it on my phone. Which is really annoying. I really don't like that that's a thing. That if you hold on a person's name on your phone, the first thing that comes up is ban. So that's kind of annoying. But yeah. Again, I was worried I was going to do that at some point too. But whatever. I highlighted the message. I forgot that was even a thing you could do. You're in awe that Frank Garrison made the 3-minute. Wait, was Frank Garrison on there? Oh, because this. Oh, wow. I forgot about that. Yeah, because the swap. Yeah, Silas was on there. Like, the thing about, like, Silas even being on there is weird at this point, considering, like, obviously he got arrested for rape and everything. Would I ban you on purpose? I mean, it matters what you do. I mean, but not currently. Is Tiffany the best player of Big Brother this year? Yeah. I mean, like, why? It's only BB23 and BB Can 9, right? Yeah, I did see that, like, versus Ty. Like, I think she's a better player than Ty. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if I just censored Lauren O'Connell, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't even need to ban him. He'd just be gone anyway. What am I doing right now? Again, like, I'm just, like, I feel like so far this has been a tough game to play when not really focusing on it.
Oh, that bit's slippery.
In a way, I kind of wish I was playing, like, the old Assassin's Creed games again, just because, like, I feel like those are, like, the perfect games for me to be playing, where, like, I literally don't need to pay attention, and I could just, like, get through it. But also, that would mean that would also mean I have to play the Assassin's Creed games again. James Mangold, oh yeah. What is, like, I feel like I remember liking his stuff, but I don't remember what he did. Oh, Logan. Okay, yeah, Logan, and then he did Identity. That's a movie I like, even though it's fucking dumb. He did Copland, Walk the Line. I actually haven't watched Ford versus Ferrari. I still need to watch that, but I do like a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, BB Can All-Stars should be great. Again, that is a video I plan on making somewhat soon, is Dreamcasting BB Can All-Stars. I am feeling less and less confident about BB Can 10 being All-Stars, though. Like, I did see that Robin Cass just posted, like, tips for getting cast on BB Can 10 or whatever, which is, like, which, again, isn't necessarily, like, the end of the All-Star stuff, because, like, realistically, they would have gone through the casting process anyway. At least this portion of it, where, like, we're still at the, like, preliminary part of it, where there are not any finals or anything. But I still don't, even at the time that BB Can 10 was announced, I was like, yeah, like, I don't feel like it makes sense for production to actually be doing it. And, like, I'm kind of getting more and more in that mindset now, but I'll probably still do the BB Can All-Star video. Wait. How did I just now notice that there's a fucking melee attack button? Whatever. Godfrey and Victoria, that'll be fun.
We got a path to. Whoa!
I feel like Godfrey and Victoria is, like, more likely, because, like, I don't know if Roe makes All-Stars at this point. Like, I don't know if there's just, like, too many people for them to actually end up picking Roe. I feel like, again, I feel like Victoria's a lock. I feel like Godfrey should be very likely. So, I feel like that's probably the more likely duo that we'll see. Michael Mann, yeah, I like Heat. Heat is one of my favorite movies, but again, outside of that, I don't think I. Oh no, Collateral. I love Collateral. I forgot he made that. Yeah, outside of that, though, I'm not really, like, a massive fan of any of the other stuff he's done. Opinion on Bruno? I love Bruno. Bruno was my,
Too far. Even for jump
what was it?
jacks.
Bruno was my winner pick for BB Camp 5. And I was very high on Bruno at that point. To be honest, I'm probably lower on Bruno as a player now than what I used to be. Like, I remember after BB Can 3, I was thinking, like, Bruno is, like, up there, best players of all time for BB Can. Not really there anymore, but
No question. This is the heart
I still think Bruno's a really strong player. And I think he's, like, I really like him on, I've watched some of his Twitch streams. Particularly the ones he's done with, like, Taryn and Kevin Martin and stuff, and that stuff's really again, like, I love Taryn. I love Bruno and those sort of things. Like, I did watch a stream of him playing Among Us with, like, Big Brother people, and, like, he was really fun on that as well. So I really love Bruno. Yeah, All Stars for BB Can would be insane, just because, like, yeah, how, like, close that group is, especially I would say, like, seasons 1 through 5 seem to be very, very close. And I do feel like that'd be a bit of a clusterfuck. I feel like there'd be a lot of personal, like, it would be like Survivor All-Stars, where there's going to be a lot of people taking things personally, I feel like, afterwards. Probably less so, because I do think there's more of an understanding that it is a game. But, I mean, even with Ica and Netta, like, that just went to shit over, like, BB Can 5, so, yeah. Jonathan Demme, I'm not again, outside of, Silence of the Lambs, and I guess Philadelphia, not a massive fan of his. Yeah, Vic, I think, is a lock. Kiefer, I think, is a lock if he wants it. I think Jed is likely. I would say Jed is probably on the same level as Roe. Like, for me, I think Kiefer and Vic are, like, the top two. And that, from BB Can 9, obviously. And then I think Jed and Roe are, like, after that. And then, like, I don't think Ty is super likely. Unless they were purposely picking him for a winner. Like, as a winner to bring back. But I think unless they, like, want him back to add a winner to the cast, I don't think they're going for Ty. Actually, Braden's probably in that tier too of Roe and Jed. I don't know about Tara though. I don't think Tara is super likely, if I were to guess. Especially if we're gonna have, like, a Karen on there. I feel like even though they're obviously very different archetypes, but I feel like they're not going to go for too many older players. You know, Tara's not even that old, right? Like, how old is Tara? Like, Tara's, like, not even, like, she's, what, like, 30, like, late 30s, right? So she's not even that old, but I just don't feel like she's that high of a priority. Yeah, I would say, I think even Latoya's a pretty top contender there for going pre-merge, or pre-jury. Brooke and Sheldon would be, Brooke and, like, I think Brooke and Sheldon might make my dream cast, but, again, like, I think they're either going to completely ignore BB Can 8, or they're going to have, like, one person to be, like, the sole representative of BB Can 8. Karen looks like a Karen. Yeah, that makes sense. I love Karen though. I love her as a character. From player, it's like she's super frustrating because she's not playing to win. But I do love Karen as a character. I loved her on Sequester, like the Big Brother US vs Canada Sequester. Like when she gets voted out and she's like, "Fuck you, Maggie," and like drags her. Like that's pretty fun. Oh, you can't see anyone's comments? Wait, maybe reload. I think me banning you fucked something up, probably. It should be fine now, though. Again.
Find an override.
Yeah. Michael Yerger's recent Twitter post. What'd he post? I haven't seen anything from Michael Yerger in a while. Oh, I spelled Yerger wrong. Fucking idiot.
That was... Talk about a rush. We have to be more careful. That field
Michael
almost
Yerger only has
disintegrated us.
20,000
But it didn't.
Twitter
You wanna
followers.
focus on that or the cool
Oh, I
gold
guess
you
that's probably
set?
what you're into.
Atmosphere processor is online. Recovering last console activity.
Karen is BB Can's
Is
Nora.
that the Helios cluster?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we are. That's Eos.
Whoa. Did restarting the system do that?
If that light is us, then
I'm almost where you're at in
points could be
Andromeda.
vaults on other worlds, dormant like this one. Maybe, but why is there a whole network of them? What's all this for? Unless the builders show up to explain themselves.
David
all we've got
Cronenberg.
is guesswork. So far, we've seen bots, living plants, atmosphere
Trying to
processors.
Back
remember.
home, some corporation
He did The
hit a
Fly,
desert
right?
with an ice comet. They changed the atmosphere to bring rain.
To help it support life.
That first processor
Yeah,
we
he did
saw
The
was
Fly,
making things
which is a
worse.
movie I love.
Maybe it malfunctioned.
I don't feel like I've watched a
Is
lot
that
of his
what
stuff
these builders
though.
are trying to do? Make worlds habitable? Even
Yeah.
terraform a whole cluster?
Actually, have I watched
Hey, look there.
A Dangerous Method? I've watched Map to the Stars,
different.
Eastern
Maybe it's
Promises.
active?
Oh, History of
Maybe I'll go
Violence.
see.
I do love History of Violence. But again, a lot of
Sam?
movies here I have not watched.
Extrapolating.
So
These coordinates lie beyond the space we have currently surveyed, Pathfinder.
yeah. I
Working
would
on our
love
charts.
Sheldon and Brooke
Need
to.
more
I just wish BB Can
Let's head up to the surface.
BB Can ain't just
Get
played
some
out.
fresh air.
Yeah, it does suck that it like was in the middle of COVID. Like I do think obviously if BB Can 8 probably started production like 2 months later or something, then like they probably would just played out the rest of the season. But with it being right at the beginning of COVID and everything shutting down, then obviously they canceled the season. But again, I really feel for Sheldon and Brooke. Obviously, both of them being like massive super fans, and they were both running the game, and ends up just amounting to nothing now.
Look at that sky. How? No atmosphere processor works that fast.
If this effect is representative, Pathfinder...
What are the odds of Amanda cheats on Daniel? I don't know. Probably, I think pretty high. I still think it's pretty high. Yeah, that was such a train wreck, BB Can 8.
Even without the storms.
But again, like I
Struggle
felt like there
for a
was so
while.
much potential there.
We
Like
can tough it
it's
out.
a shame.
This remnant technology could be the key to our survival.
Exactly. Like I think
You can.
once Carol left, I
Still,
felt like there were so
wouldn't
many
hurt to
interesting
find a way.
dynamics there.
We've got to leave.
Again, you had Brooke and
Fair
Sheldon being in
market
like a power
terms,
position. You had
Side
Chris
active,
being this like,
whatever it is.
you had Chris and
Who
Vanessa
knows
kind
what
of
we'll find here. We. You want to come along?
being interesting
I wanna know what makes
wild
the remnant
cards
tick.
there.
You've got a key to their technology.
You had the I forgot what they
or-
called themselves, but you had like Maddie and John Luke and Rianne that were still a pretty powerful trio there. You had Hira, who had a lot of potential in the game. And I do feel like there's a lot of
I don't know.
interesting
We're
stuff
a
that could have
team.
happened there.
You like working solo.
All we got was
Sure,
the beginning
we
part of
don't
the
have to
season,
join
which
the
was
hip to
just
solve all
a
this.
mess.
Come on.
You got Nico quitting. The Michael boot was actually solved. Then you have Jamar and Kyle
Alright.
and all that
Pack
stuff.
what you
And
need and
again,
data pad, toothbrush, clean underwear.
and then Carol quitting. So,
I'll catch up with you.
do you think Daniel's a horrible husband? Probably. Realistically, probably not. But
Now
again,
for
I
our
don't really care enough about Cobra Kai to really be analyzing the story.
You have already logged an ideal site. Nav point noted.
So are we
Updating template.
good with this
The
player?
Nexus is on pins and needles, Ryder. Pods are inbound and ready.
Let's go make it happen.
There we go. We finished the first mission
Set to
here. 2.5. Oh my god, we're almost 3 hours in the stream. That's insane. It took that long. Yeah, if Tiffany wins BB23, yeah, she's a better winner than Ty. Not really close either. Like, if Tiffany wins BB23, like, she's still a pretty dominant winner, even though she did play suboptimally. Because despite her, because again, she was already in, like,
was looking for you.
a good position to begin. Like, it's like she played suboptimally, but she still, like, it's like she essentially took a path that, like, led to, like, a 50% chance of her winning the game instead of a path that would lead to, like, a 75% chance of her winning the game. It's like either path technically works out for her. But it's just that there were other paths that were easier. But she was still, like, she's still decently positioned in either way, especially now, where, like, now I feel confident about her going to the final three with Hannah and Aza, if it permits. Yeah, I do think there's a chance that Xavier wins out.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Yeah, I might as well check what's here. Yeah, like Ty, I feel like Ty, Xavier and Ty are similar players, kind of. I think Ty's a lot messier than Xavier.
I'm in the armory.
And I feel like Xavier knows the game a lot better. But I feel like they're, like, similar in terms of their... I feel like Ty, if he were to return, I feel like he could be Xavier. I feel like Ty with more game knowledge would be Xavier. And, like, to be fair, Xavier's not perfect either. Like, Xavier has made some questionable decisions in the game, but he's still so well positioned now.
Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
Okay, don't really care about that. Thank you. Took like 3 presses to climb the ladder. Temptation Island. Which one's Temptation Island? I feel like they all blend together. Let's see. Temptation Island. In which several couples agree to live with a group of singles of the opposite sex. Actually, I'll be honest, like, I wouldn't be opposed to watching it, especially, like, doing some sort of, like, dumb retrospective on it. That'd be kind of funny. I don't know, I feel like I would be more likely to talk about Temptation Island than something like, The Bachelor. So, at least there's that. Have you read the book series Probst is writing? No. I didn't know he was I did remember that he was doing some sort of like Survivor based children's book, but no, I haven't read it. Actually, that would be a fun. Actually, I should do that at some point. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna move around a little bit here, but I think I should do that at some point. Like, I'm gonna look this up real quick. All right, let's see. Jeff Probst's children book, I guess. Yeah, Stranded. That's what it is, right? Yeah, let's do that. I want to do that at some point. Again, not anytime soon, but that'll be fun. I'll jot that down in my video ideas. Again, like, who's actually read Stranded, though? I'm pretty sure, like, almost nobody has actually read Stranded. Alright, where am I going? Strike team missions? What are these?
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions.
Okay, I don't care. You know what, fuck it, let's just move on. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna bother with this. You asked Sean... Alright, either way. Yeah, I only... Who's Mike Barnes? Which one's Mike Barnes in Cobra Kai?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this already. Yeah, like, I don't remember people from Cobra... Like, I don't remember character names from Cobra Kai. Oh, okay. Anyway. Yeah, Cobra Kai got renewed, right? For season 5?
Anomaly detected.
Wait, am I still not done with this mission? I guess I'm not done yet? Well, that's kind of annoying. This mission never ends. Whatever. The Ruthless Bully? I mean, isn't that like every character in Karate Kid?
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Thank you, Kirby Effect, for the follow. I didn't notice that. Yeah, so I'm nearing 100 followers. I'm almost in the big leagues. Fuck me. It is funny how like slow the follower growth has been on Twitch. Like, even though like obviously now like whenever I stream, like there's good like 5 to 10 people that show up every stream and we talk. But it is funny though how slow follower growth actually is. Again, what am I like? Why is this thing still like not even highlighted? Okay, I guess we'll get the Nomad again. Where's the Nomad? Okay, I didn't even do that. I do plan on plugging the Twitch channel one last time here on the cast assessment. So we'll see how that goes. Again, at the end of the day, it's like, who really cares? It's just like, I feel pretty content with where we're at with Twitch here. Okay, where am I going?
Radiation levels increasing.
But again, I do plan on streaming every night after the Survivor episode, though. I mean, like I normally stream on Wednesdays anyway, but I feel like I'll be more secure in streaming after Survivor episodes, so that should be fun. I'll be honest, like I'm thinking that after my vacation next month, I think I might, and like because like that also aligns with like Big Brother and Survivor South Africa and Australian Survivor and all that stuff ending. I feel like at that point I might cut it down to 2 streams a week, just because like obviously there's not going to be as much to talk about, and then also it's like unless we're like playing something that I feel like I need to finish like really quickly or something, I feel like we might cut it down to 2 a week. Again, I'll always stream on Wednesday, but we'll see what other day. Like, where am I going? I'm pretty sure I'm just going back to the same place I went earlier. Cool. But yeah, just like that. This was it. So yeah, I won't stream tomorrow, obviously. I don't typically stream on Tuesday, but I will stream on Wednesday this week, and then next week I think I'll change it up a little bit because I should be able to stream on Thursday next week. So I'll probably do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday for next week. Next year's gonna be big for a lot of things. Like it feels like next year's like kind of like the first year like after the recovery from COVID. Like video games in particular, like next year's gonna be a massive year for video games. After 2021 here, which has like been a really weak year from my perspective. Where I feel like when it comes, it's weird because like I feel like with Japanese games, they haven't been hit as much with 20. Like so, I feel like there's been a lot of Japanese games coming out this year, but like I feel like COVID became worse in Japan this year, so it's like I wouldn't be surprised if next year's like pretty bare for like Japanese releases. While like it seems like as of right now, like next year's gonna be pretty front loaded with Western games. Oh, this is isn't this where the Krogan guy is? Yeah, Drac. That's his name. I keep on thinking his name was Drex for some reason. I think I'm thinking of Rex, but
Think I made them angry. Good.
yeah, fuck. I mean, I think Andromeda is really gonna take us a while, isn't it? Because like we're still like right at the beginning of the game, and we're almost two full streams in at this point. Oh, okay. It was just oh, someone made a fan intro. Yeah, and obviously that's definitely a video that that's definitely a season that's gonna happen. That'd be hilarious, actually. Yeah, I find it funny, like people that do fan intros and stuff. I mean, to be fair, it's like again, it's a very similar thing that I just do with casting videos, but I just like actually talk about it. Which, to be fair, like I mean, like really, that's kind of a lot of the point of my channel. It's like a lot of it is like stuff that people have already been doing. It's just that they didn't like actually talk through. Like there's like a lot of like winner ranking and like season ranking stuff like that videos on YouTube. But like I feel like I'm like one of the first people to actually like talk through my winner rankings and season rankings, which I think is like one of the only things that made me actually stand out.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but
have I heard any reports on 41? Like in terms of what? Like I know that like physically it's like one of the toughest seasons in recent years.
Just point me to your
I don't know much outside of that. Like I'm not spoiled on the season though. Outside of the again, like there was social media activity during the time of the filming of the season. So because that, I believe it's actually 2 people that we have a good idea of being pre-merge, but outside of that, I don't really know anything else. Like, I don't even know if there's anything else out there. Again, like I don't look like I used to be into the spoiler community. Even when I started the channel, when like Edge of Extinction was going on, like I was pretty into the spoiler community. But at this point, I'm not. Obviously.
With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discovery.
I'm not gonna say who the people are, just because again, don't really want to spoil people that don't want to know.
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
I'm pretty sure you can. Like, I think one of them was even like
military.
It's got to be
I just want to look
science.
this up.
Our colonists need to understand their home.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement.
Nah, I don't know how you really actually look this up.
Or not. Your choice
It's kind of tough to look up, but either way, I don't want to say it to avoid spoiling people, just in case it becomes true.
We defend our own against the cat or anyone else.
You want to see Jeff Probst play Survivor? It'd be interesting. Again, like I feel like it's tough because it's like already take into consideration that he is the host of Survivor, and like people know that. Because if we do, then it's like I feel like he's gonna be a pretty early boot. But
Andromeda Initiative. This is
if they
Pathfinder.
You hope it isn't David. I'll just say that I forgot David was even on the cast until today. So, yeah.
And ready as hell.
Here we go. This is the end of the mission, right? That only took 2 hours and 54 minutes plus the hour or so we were playing this mission yesterday. So
Mayor now, I suppose.
that's cool.
We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
Nick Brown vibes. I don't know. That's definitely not the first one that came to my mind. But then I feel like Nick Brown, just in general, isn't someone that really comes to my mind. Yeah, I do have the cast photos downloaded. I did make a thumbnail already for the cast assessment, which is obviously just it's a basic fucking thumbnail. I literally just actually, okay, I'm looking at the Sydney cast photo again, and it is, like, it's ridiculous. Like, this is so fucking dumb that they actually picked this one as their cast photo. Yeah. Yeah, like, Nick Brown is, like, I think Nick Brown is just a person that I, like, kind of even forget is on Survivor, despite the fact that he's on only the second season of the show, and, like, during a point where the show is, like, super iconic and everything.
Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. Eos is
I really hate how these cast photos. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Sydney's cast. I talked about this earlier in stream. Like, it's like, is this the most amount of cleavage we've seen on a cast photo? Like, I feel like it is. Like, I don't even know what. Like, again, like, I feel like Lauren O'Connell's probably the next biggest example, but like, I don't feel like we typically like see that much cleavage. It's like, it's bizarre they pick that photo. He's like, actually, I don't have the official photos anymore, do I? Oh no, I still have Lauren O'Connell's on here. Thank God for that, right? These guys, I have an archive of all the stuff that I use. Yeah.
What are you playing at? Seems like being my friend is suddenly valuable.
Yeah, I've said this before. Like, again, like, if this was me like 10 years ago, Sydney would be my favorite person.
The reality rider.
I mean, to be fair, if this was me, probably even like 5 years ago, this like Sydney would be my favorite person. And when was Co wrong? He's again, like, I pretty much picked
something else.
Michelle for the same reason. So Co wrong was what, like 2013 or so? Was it 2015? Oh yeah, 2013 would be, yeah. Because Kagyan was 2014.
We all want the initiative to succeed.
So 2016 was when it aired. So yeah, that's even like 5 years ago. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah.
Be aware. That's all.
I don't care why anyone helps, so long as they do.
I've heard that before. Talk to Bradley.
Her Instagram, I believe it's like Queen Sydney, right? I looked this up earlier. That I think like her social media is, yeah, it's Queen Sydney. Yeah, she's a Patriots fan. So that's something. Or oh no, she's saying that she's a Patriot. Never mind. Anyway, I mean, her Instagram's like a lot of bikini photos too.
Above normal radiation levels.
Actually, she's wearing the exact same fucking bikini in one of these photos. Looks like she has a boyfriend based off of this though. I don't know how long ago this is though. Again, would not be surprising. Makoto Shinkai? Let's see. I doesn't come to mind right away. Oh, I have watched Children. Was it Children Who Chase Lost Voices? I did watch that. I think did I watch 5 centimeters per second? I don't think I did, but I think I wanted to. Oh, Your Name. Yeah. I've watched Your Name also. Yes, I've watched a few of his things. What are we doing in game? Erica, Liana, Sarah. I would say for me, I'll probably was it? Again, thank God we're getting back into the pervy talk, right? Yeah, it'll probably be like what, like Sydney, then Sarah, then. Oh yeah, probably Liana or Erica. is Erica again? Like, Erica's like in her 30s, right? It's like she's definitely older than the other ones. Okay. Yeah, I am going to do a 20... Again, the last video for this year that's scheduled is 2021, the year in reality TV, which is, again, going to be... as of right now, I plan on doing it similarly to how I did last year, where I plan on ranking every reality show that I covered over the course of the year, which should be fun. Should be interesting. I even debated expanding it. I don't think I'm going to, because I still think that, especially if I still do Big Brother VIP, which I think I'll end up doing, because at that point I feel like I've like covered every reality show I would care enough to put on the list anyway, outside of Sequester. Yeah, Your Name. I love Your Name. Your Name's probably one of my favorite anime films. Yeah, I talked about this before. That I would like to do a Studio Ghibli film ranking. That's one I think would be pretty high on the on the film ranking videos down the road. Whenever I get around doing it.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
Doesn't matter.
I don't care where anyone sleeps, as long as we realize what a kick-ass team
Mamora
we have. Let's talk about our
Hatsuda.
success on Eos.
Hatsuda?
Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did
What has
some
he
amazing
done?
things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame
Oh
radiation
yeah, okay,
poisoning
Mirai. Yeah, I haven't watched Mirai.
And didn't die.
I have watched Wolf Children. I loved. Boy and the Beast is good. Summer Wars was good.
What you call success.
The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
we
Did I
use the
watch
Krogan
that?
definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
I watched the One Piece movie, but I barely remember at this point. And then Digimon the movie. Did he direct? Wait. Digimon the movie. Like, did he do the entirety of it? Because like Digimon the movie was like a mixture of like a couple movies, right? Like in Japan, they like mixed it together for the U.S.
The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder.
Oh, he
calls
directed the
shots,
first
just to be
one.
clear.
Oh no, he directed.
So
Oh,
what
he
do you
also
need from
did
us, Ryder?
RN game. Okay. Yeah, so he did like the first half, or did he do all of it? Either way, whatever.
Helios threw us for
Satoshi Kon. I don't
meaning we're
feel
kinda new at
like because that's the one
All
that
of
did
us. So let's figure out what the rules are now and try
was
to
it
stick
Perfect
to them.
Blue? Is that what it's called?
Sounds good.
Yeah, Perfect Blue. Yeah, I haven't
there's one thing I
watched
know I can do,
all of his
It's
movies. I
make
don't
up
think.
rules.
No one said make up rules. Can we
Yeah,
please
Perfect.
keep
I don't
anarchy to a
actually have I
minimum?
watched. I don't even think I've watched Perfect
Okay,
Blue.
let's
I watched
head back to the
Paprika. I know
Nexus.
that, and I've watched Millennium
Maybe Drax,
Actress,
see Lexi for a physical?
but
Good meeting, everyone.
I haven't watched everything of his.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Going on here. Yeah, I still don't get why the mission prompt is like blacked out. Like, I don't know if that's a glitch or is that supposed to happen. Iron Giant is not Studio Ghibli. Iron Giant is like an American movie, isn't it? Yeah, Warner Brothers Animations. I mean, like, it definitely has a lot of resemblances to a Studio Ghibli movie, but it's not. Is it Ghibli or Ghibli? I always never, like, actually knew. Yeah, I'm looking at Warner Brothers animated movies. Osmosis Jones. I forgot that was a fucking movie. I remember I loved that movie when I was a kid for some reason. I remember I loved it when I was a kid, and I rewatched it, like, when I was, like, in the film, and I hated it. Yeah, Farley Brother ranking would be interesting. MFKZ. I've never even heard of that. Let's see, 2017. Yes, that would have been like beyond. Yeah, it looks interesting. Yeah, I've never even heard of it though. Yeah, I'd be interested in watching it. Has a 39 Rotten Tomatoes score.
Ryder, when you've got a minute, stop by the medbay.
I just love it, like, my chat is just such a clusterfuck where it's like multiple people talking about like multiple random, which I mean, to be fair, is the channel in general, where I talk about so many different things, but I just love how like much of a clusterfuck the chat is.
Subi, were you talking to your
So Ghibli.
I wasn't
Okay.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah, Bryce has definitely lost his mind. I feel like Bryce has lost his mind like 99% of the time he's here anyway.
Anomaly detected.
Can I leave? No? It's not gonna let me leave? Oh, X is triangle? Whatever. So what's the main mission right now? Are we still... Wait. We still have this? Speak to Ton at Nexus Pathfinder. Wait, Nexus is the... Ah, so that's the Citadel thing, right? I love how, like, I barely remember this game at this point. Despite me having played this, like, 3 times already. Whatever. Who's Ryan Delaney?
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all. Anomaly on sensors.
Oh, is that her? That's her supposed boyfriend? Okay. Yeah, good luck with that, I guess. Okay. Again, it's so weird how we're like over 3 hours in the stream. Yeah, I've done like almost nothing in the actual game. Yeah, what a great opening line there. B movie retrospective. It would be funny. I actually really like. I like the B movie. Because I'm a big. I was a big Seinfeld fan when I was a kid, which is like really weird because like Seinfeld's like way like not way after my time, but like I mean Seinfeld. When Seinfeld ended, it was like 98, right? Yeah, so like I was like 3 years old. Not like barely even 3 years old. So it's like, again, technically after my time, but I used to watch Seinfeld over and over again.
We're settling Eos. We've thought
Where I've watched like every episode probably at least 3 to 4 times.
Right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down.
And Jerry Seinfeld's the star of
Lieutenant
B
Syax,
movie.
Kendros'
So
aide.
I was a big
They all
B
wanted to
movie
see you.
fan at the time.
Real hope again. It's been a while.
He's a college football player? How old is he? She's my age. Like, she's 26. I'm not that. I'm not like. I don't even know why I'm bothering looking this up. Like, I don't actually care. Like, I'm not gonna bother looking up fucking Sydney's boyfriend.
This is Hirik, one of the scientists from the tech lab.
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible.
With more military personnel out of
Your quest to follow him, I'm sure that'll turn out well.
For our people.
August Bradley will
A
oversee
former
that.
college
He's
football
the new
player.
mayor.
I mean, is that
Bradley.
impressive?
I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Yeah, who else was in B movie? I'm trying to look this up right now. Renee Zellweger was the main girl. Matthew Broderick. Actually, this is a pretty, like, notable cast here. Oh yeah, only supposed boyfriend. Yeah, again, like, yeah, don't actually harass her boyfriend. I guess, especially, like, well, I mean, really just in any way, but, did you tell me that story? Probably, but to be honest, I don't remember. Holy shit, we've had 426 comments on this stream. That's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? I feel like that's the most we've ever had, probably. I feel like I don't think I ever remembered it getting beyond like 300. Where am I going?
Pathfinder.
What the fuck just happened there? It's like she just like slid across the thing.
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is
I
Hakeem.
don't remember this
I
character.
could use your help. What
Oh,
you're
is this
looking
just like a
for?
journalist person?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation: paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna romance this random Asari. Yeah, lip syncing needs a lot of work.
Sometimes the camera makes
Again, this is patched too, by the way. So,
That's a shame.
not great.
So that's what I
Yeah, that's
mean.
always been like
The
one of the
truth,
major complaints of this game.
Someone
Just
needs to
animations and
record the
stuff.
history we're making.
Yeah, I can definitely see that with you being blocked by 300 women.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out.
Yeah, don't you think that should be probably a sign that
Will be an interview series.
it's not very
I was hoping you'd
effective?
take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
I don't care really.
You don't
with
mind
this.
treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding?
Yeah, Ryder. Like everyone just calls Ryder by her last name.
Let me get back to you.
It is actually funny. Actually, now that I think about it, that they just like, yeah, they just like call them Ryder just because like they didn't want to I'm too fair. I mean, like the same thing as Shepard. Like they always called Shepard Shepard. It's the same thing. They didn't record lines for first names.
This was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed.
Well, this one's even more lazy though because there's actually only 2 options for names. Actually, no, you can change name, can't you? Never mind. Yeah, you can change name. The character. I forgot about that.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Alexa? That sounds like a porn star name.
We haven't found
And really, any name with Ryder, I guess, technically sounds like a porn star name.
Those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend.
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
Actually, yeah, like her preset name is Sarah Ryder. Like, doesn't that sound like a porn star name?
Ingenuity speaks for itself, Ryder. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one.
You named your femchef Kyrie? Kyrie? God damn it.
Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
I always feel like a weird relationship with Kingdom Hearts, where I feel like, again, like Kingdom Hearts is a series that like I've only played each of the games once, but like I've watched like multiple playthroughs of the games. I feel like I enjoy the game more when I'm watching Kingdom Hearts than when I'm actually playing Kingdom Hearts. Should you look up Sarah Ryder on Pornhub? I don't know if you want to.
acting.
I mean, how many porn stars have Ryder in their name? I feel like there's probably a lot, right?
The director's had a rough time stepping into a job he didn't ask for.
Like, and that very much feels like a porn star last name.
As I've said all along, the Pathfinder and I are of one mind.
Though I worry about your decision on Eos, Ryder. A military outpost won't help feed the Nexus, not the way scientists might have.
But it will protect us from a growing list.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a very good reason why Ryder is a porn star
was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight for sure. You might also run into exiles.
Yeah, I named... Oh, Dick Ryder. I didn't do Dick Ryder. That'd be funny. I didn't even think about that. I did do Dick Shepard. I forgot what... I didn't do Dick Ryder. I should have done that.
This would be a chance for Ryder to search for them.
That'd been funny.
Yes, I think that's best. You have
now it's too late, though.
Thank you, Director. I'll get
I
on.
wish I've named Sarah here Dick Ryder. That would have been funny.
Pathfinder. Ugh.
Right.
Yeah, we're level 6. There we go. Finally finished the first mission in the fucking game. I mean, outside the prologue.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
So, that's something. Sarah? Yeah, I mean, Sarah's fine. Yeah, I said, like, Sydney, Sarah.
Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
Would be the top 2.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Right. Something about Andromeda viability and perks. Could be useful.
Dang it, I haven't seen any pictures of her, like, outside of the one that was, like obviously from Redmond and then, the cast photo. Like, I haven't, like, seen anything else from her, but whatever. Guess we're going... What the fuck is that animation? That looks weird. Can we do that again? I don't know. Actually, even this looks fucking weird. Again, what am I doing? Wait, what's the main story mission right now? Oh, I forgot we haven't done this, have we? What should I go for? Should I go biotics? Pull, throw. Maybe overload? Fuck. I forgot. How's this game work? Can you help? Wait. Fuck. Let's do that. So can you have one of each, or like can you just have? And I'm assuming you can have any skill, right? Alright, let's just get one of each. Shockwave? Should I use Shockwave? Why not? Wait. No. Fuck. This is such a shit, like, system here. Should I even do consecutive shot? Yeah, whatever, I guess. No, fuck off. I just did it again. Wait, confirm. Then we'll go back here. Pick this. Go there, and there we're good. Alright, that took way too long. You DM'd Sarah? I feel like that's probably not the best decision you've made. Yeah, Bryce is probably not in a great spot there. Oh wait, I think I missed a whole bunch of stuff on chat. Do you think anyone will realize Danny McRae? Is Danny McRae like a major deal? Like from my understanding, like he's kind of like in Alan Ball territory, right? Where like he was like a like he was only like a pro player for like a couple years and isn't really that prominent of a player. So like I would assume no, but I would also assume that he's not gonna like lie about it either. Like, I'm sure he'll tell people that he, like, was a football player or something. Or maybe he won't. Maybe he won't, for all I know. But, again, like, I don't think it'll be, like, a major thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The entire reason why I even did that was because I was going to look up the mission. This one, that's what we're doing. Should I do this? No, I'm not. I'm not going to bother. What if the out of 21? My power rankings are pretty much the same from Australian Survivor. It's still Haley 1, George 2. I think I did flip. I think I do have Danny at 3 now instead of Flick. And then Flick at 4. Kara 5, Way 6. Or maybe I flipped that too. But either way, not a major change. I still think Haley's winning. I do think next round is going to be interesting because, yeah, we did see Flick and Danny found an idol. So, well, and Flick is the one that technically found it, right? But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Alright. Like, what do you expect them to say back when, like, when you say, hey, you're gonna be on Survivor, right? It's like, what do you expect them to say back? Like, whatever. Oh, so you actually know who he is? Yeah, again, like, I mean, like, again, I'm not a sports person, so, I had never heard of him. And, like, I just, like, looked at his, like, career. So, like, again, yeah, he was on Dallas Cowboys for 3 years, Chicago Bears for a year, back to Cowboys for a year, and then he retired. So, I don't know. I think in general, I'm not expecting many people to know him. I mean, like, is there anyone from Texas? I think there's one person from Texas, right? Which actually, that would be him. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh no, Eric is also from Texas, so maybe Eric could recognize him. But Eric's gonna. I think they're on separate tribes. And even Eric's from like San Antonio, so I don't know how. I don't know. Like I would not expect people to notice him, but I don't know. If there's any like massive sports people, maybe they would. Would a final 3 of Haley, Kara, Flick be better? I mean, it would be Survivor final 2. Like, I think that's literally like the worst possible final 2 in the history of Survivor. To where you have a final 2 of 2 people who were voted out, came back, and you have 2 people who were voted out, came back into the game at the final 3 together, and also had, like, again, they genuinely got through for the final 5 round. But at the final 4, like, they get saved by a weird rule with the tiebreaker where they allow the jury to decide who gets voted out. And then they win final immunity. So it's like, I mean, it's pretty much worst case scenario. Like, I don't think there can be a worse final 2. Because at least with, like, Kara and Flick and Haley and, like, it's like they still have more rounds to get through than either of the 2 people from Celebrity Australian Survivor. So it's like, again, that's like the worst possible final. Like I can't even imagine a worse. Well, I mean, I can't. Like, again, like if they didn't genuinely get through the final 5 rounds. But it's like it's tough to think of worse. Are we going to Aya already? Huh. I don't know we went there so quick. Yeah, Danny pretending to be like Gary Hawkins. I love Gary Hogamoon, by the way. Incredible character. Wish we saw him back, but again, at this point, not going to happen.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
I'll stop now!
I mean, there's points where this game does look genuinely good, but then there's most of the time it looks like shit.
Cat ships. A dozen. No, more.
See you later, Ja. Again, probably next time I stream will be on Wednesday.
We'll scan them back.
Yeah, see you next time. Yeah, keep up the good work. Is it good work? I feel like it's just straight up work. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it looks fine when you don't look at the animations of the game.
I'm Ryder.
The problem is like
ship and Pathfinder
the animations are there. Yeah, Gary. Oh, Gary's gonna make my True Game Changers cast when I do that eventually.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have.
Yeah, whenever I actually do an April Fool's video, that will probably be it at this point, doing the True Game Changers, where it's just like mocking the concept of Game Changers. Yeah.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough. Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
I'm trying to think, where are we at? We're 3.5 hours in the stream. It feels weird because, like, again, it feels like we haven't done anything in the game, but it is pretty far. Top 10 game changer players. I mean, like, again, I think like the easy one to mention right away is like Cowboy. Like, again, but it's like, again, like it's like.
Report.
Realistically, it's like obviously he was never going to be on Game Changers, but like, I mean, he did create the vote split. Even though, yeah, I think it's like one of these concepts that would have been created anyway. Kind of similar to like Richard Hatch with the Alliance and stuff. Like it's a very basic strategy, but he was technically, and like even then, Richard Hatch didn't even create the Alliance, but that's besides the point. Yeah, like I haven't actually put together this like true Game Changers cast, but it's like, again, like I feel like Cowboy's gonna be on it probably. Probably Stacey Stillman, because she's technically the first person to create an alliance.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are
Again, it would be people that like I can rationalize that they would be on Game Changers, but it would obviously be a joke because like none of these people will ever be on Game Changers. Oh yeah, Purple Kelly is one. You gotta have her on. Yeah. Andromeda Galaxy should have had surviving Prothean community. Were Protheans from Andromeda though? They were from the Milky Way, right? Or are you talking about like there should have been people that like traveled to Andromeda and had survived?
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions
Yeah, that would have been interesting. I think really just like almost anything other than what they did would have been more interesting.
They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down.
Yeah, like I really don't get how they thought this was like an interesting idea of them making like it's like again like it's an interesting concept, like going to this separate galaxy.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Where you have like a whole bunch of new worlds, potentially new races and stuff, but then they just like don't do that part of it. It's like they go to a different galaxy just to like interact with the same races and like very similar planets and like all this stuff. Like the exception of Aya here that we're about to get to, and
Need in that vault.
the cat race. It's like you're really just interacting with like very similar stuff from the previous game, from previous Mass Effect games. Just not even done as well because this was done by a different team and a team that was like in development hell with this game for a while.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, Brian Heideck, yeah, he's there for... I mean, again, like, Brian Heideck's also genuinely a game changer outside of that, too. Nick Wilson? What would Nick Wilson be there for? I mean, he was the first... he was technically the first person to do... Well, then he was after Game Changers, so it's like it kind of doesn't really fit, but... Technically, Nick Wilson was the first person to do a minority vote split, which we have now seen a few times. Have we ever saw? I don't think we've ever seen it on Survivor US ever again, though, right? It's really weird that like Nick does it in David vs Goliath, but then like I think we've only seen it in Australian Survivor and Survivor South Africa since then. Like I don't think we've ever seen a minority vote split on Survivor US.
Hello, I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Which again, you would think we would.
You crossed dark space.
Actually, have we even seen it on South Africa? We might not even see. Like I know for sure we've seen it on Australian Survivor. Like we saw it earlier this season, multiple times actually.
She's a human from another
But
galaxy.
I don't even remember if South Africa has.
Aya is hidden, protected.
Yeah, because like with the merge vote in Immunity Island, like it was a prime opportunity to do it, but they just didn't. They just like went in on Marisha. Like technically, what they should have done is had one vote on Nicole, but they didn't do that. So. Yeah, who from post Game Changers is a Game Changer? Again, I think Nick Wilson is one of those. Again, we're talking about genuine Game Changer. Is Ben a Game Changer? Like being someone that showed that you can idle your way to the end? I don't know if it's really like, not really enough really, but I can see an argument for Ben.
Follow me.
Yeah, Chris Underwood, I could see the argument. I'm trying to like, who else would there be? Like, I mean, like Dom and Wendell, did they change the game? I don't think so. Like, at least Wendell, I don't think Wendell did. I think you can argue Dom with him, like faking having an idol and
Explore the city or interact with
essentially like kind of bullying Sebastian into not voting for him, but like,
Understood.
I don't know how game changing that really is.
I suppose.
Okay, the animations here just look ridiculous too.
He's leader of the resistance.
I know like Christian was arguing Mike White was a game changer. And like I don't fully know if that's the case. Like I do think Mike White played a really great game, but I don't know if his game's really that innovative in the grand scheme of things.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
Like he's just like he was just very effective at utilizing his social game to like really control the end game. But I don't know if that's like really innovative gameplay in really any significant way.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, is there anyone from like IOI that would be a game changer? Like, I mean, Tommy is technically the first person to be dragged to the end in the final three, or in the force fire making, and win the game.
An undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
Actually, now I think about it, Chris Underwood's for sure a game changer.
You're the first.
Like, I was thinking about it, like, just from the aspect of him coming back from the edge, but now I think about it, like, he gave up immunity to go against Rick Devens. I think that is also... Which, again, like, technically was a concept already, but he's the first one to execute it. Because, like, technically Dom obviously talked about it.
Need to earn his trust.
But didn't do it.
For everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
Okay. I don't remember, how long is this mission? Because I do think we're probably going to end up calling it a day relatively soon. Again, we're nearing 3 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. And I ideally wouldn't want to go too much longer than that. Yeah, Kelly. Kelly would be a game changer. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Again, like she's the first person in Survivor US to hand an idol to someone else for them to play it for themselves. Where she gives Dean an idol, which we saw late. Actually, technically, we saw that with Sandra. Well, I think Sandra did see Kelly do it, right? So I guess she technically did see it, but either way, Sandra did it with Denise and it backfired on her, but she still did it. And then we've seen it on like Australian Survivor since then, where obviously George did it for. Well, I mean, George kind of did it for Cara. Technically, he never officially gave her the idol to play on herself, but yeah, we've had a lot of people like play idols on other people in secret. Actually, I'm looking at Star South Africa. I forgot how many advantages have been played Like, last 2 rounds, we've had 2 advantages each at each of those tribal councils. And then the merge, we had 3 advantages played at the merge vote. Anyway, I mean, I wasn't paying attention, so I don't actually remember if they ever even explained how they can speak the same language, but I would not be surprised if they didn't take the time to explain it. I do think, actually, if I remember, I do think it is explained at some point. I just don't remember if it's through the main story or if it's like one of these like side conversations that you have later.
Wait, the Ket kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the resistance fights them.
Everyone's favorite character, Jaal.
Everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
Again, like, this is the only other race outside of the Ket that you meet in this, like, new race that you meet in this game. And it's like a really fucking generic race of people. Like, it's a pretty boring group here. Alright, see you later, Carsonia. You have school in 4 hours? That sounds terrible. But yeah, see you later.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an
Yeah, again, I think we'll probably call it a night pretty soon. Did plan on ending around 3.
Feel for you and your people.
Yeah, both humanoid species. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like for the most part, even though it's kind of dumb, actually, when you think about that, like, yeah, all these, like, new species that they're finding are humanoids. But, I feel like just in general, within, stuff like this, you would, expect,
if I'm right,
these races to be humanoids.
that's different.
To make it kind of relate more. But then they had like the Hanar and stuff like that, and Elcor and stuff. But still, like, I think if they're like one of those in your party and everything, usually it's going to be a humanoid race.
She's our most revered scientist and
if Survivor were to redo 25 format, 3 medevac returnees, I think Pat for sure, right? He's like, from what I understand, Pat was called for Survivor 40. So I feel like Pat would be a returnee. Who else has been there haven't been that many medevacs recently, right? Taking a quick look here. So yeah, we got Pat as a medevac. We have not many others. I guess you have the... Yeah, if we're talking about like full-on medevac, then I'm not going to include like B. Neil, would Neil be one of these people? And Caleb, it's like Joe. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Russell Swan back again. Not gonna happen, but I wouldn't mind it. Wow, there really aren't that many medevacs in recent. Eric, maybe Eric Reichenbach. Courtney Moon. I don't know. I don't think there really is anyone that I see that like is like someone that they need to bring back, that they would do this twist for. Joe from fucking Token Chains. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think this is a thing that they would do nowadays. I don't think there's anyone there that they're like dying to bring back. Yeah, I would say Pat is the most likely, though. Though again, like I think Pat, if this was Survivor 40 was a standard All-Star season, I think Pat would have been a decently likely returnee. I think at this point, it's like, when the fuck could I bring Pat back? I think it's very unlikely.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ifra.
Why does Tara Alicia hate Savannah? Couldn't really tell you. I mean, like, obviously stuff happened in the game and everything where,
would want us to be brave.
like Tara Alicia threw Savannah under the bus. Savannah threw Terralisha under the bus. But it seemed like after the game, like Savannah seemed to be willing to be friends and everything. Then like just Terralisha doesn't. So I don't know.
To kill you, be prepared to strike first.
The monster 41's gonna up the body count.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't.
Yeah, the animations in this are so fucking awkward.
Good to know.
Alright. You know, let's get back to the Tempest. I think we'll probably end pretty soon. Like, we'll probably end after this next batch of cutscenes or whatever. We're probably gonna get. Okay, cool.
Shall I relay it to the
Well,
Nexus?
this is lovely.
Definitely.
Be careful out there.
Again, like, I hope we don't get medevacs and stuff for this season. Like, I don't think anyone's like ever like hoping that we get a medevac. But I mean, but again, like Fiji is like typically like not that bad of a location. Like, I mean, that's a large reason why we haven't had medevacs in recent years, because like Fiji is not a bad place to have Survivor. But it's like, it's weird that like producers are like intentionally making it harder on the players. Because again, like I just don't think that's good TV. Like I genuinely don't, especially for like what Survivor wants to do nowadays,
I'm just saying,
where it's trying to be this like super strategic show about like the gameplay and idols and like all that.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he is.
By making the conditions harder. But whatever, I guess.
They work.
And there we go. I guess there is a translator.
I know we're improvising as we go, but let's
Which, by the
remember
way,
that
actually, do they ever explain why all of the, even like all the Citadel races, why are they all speaking English?
Jarl has offered to do what he can to help
I'm
us
sure it's
access the
explained
vault
somewhere, but like I actually never even paid attention to that until now.
online. That's a fair point. Jarl, seriously.
Settle down. Right is right. There's an Angara
Yeah, again,
right
like I'm pretty sure like Redmond already said that this is like one of the hardest seasons condition wise. So I'm hoping we don't get a whole bunch of people being medevacs.
Arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara.
Yeah, they're like normal
disappear
people, but
without
also they're like trying to
if they were
play a
us?
game at the same time. It's like it also,
I'll fight Kit all day long, but that's no plan.
not great. Yeah, like I really just don't get why production even wants to do it. Like I know that they're like trying to reboot the show and everything, but it's like it just feels like that's going the opposite direction of where they should be going, based on like how they seem to be approaching the game.
At our briefing this morning.
Though I mean, they do seem to be wanting to lean into like the personal journey and
Because then Ephra will see you as trustworthy.
like showing the hardships of these people, and like maybe that will be, and maybe that's why they want to have tougher conditions. Or like they have these things of like, oh, I've faced tougher things in the past, whatever, that sort of bullshit. I don't know what they're doing.
And now?
Yeah, not like a College Survivor to me is so interesting, because like it is these people that are able to play these game, like the game of Survivor, while also living their normal lives. So because they're like obviously have access to food and stuff, it's like they're able to think about the game a lot more clearly, and I think that leads to a lot of really interesting strategies on College Survivor
With our scientists. Still don't
that
get how any of this helps us.
we don't see on Survivor US. I think a lot of that because of them being struggling for food and all that sort of stuff.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Yeah, so it's just all like they have like a translator thing, but it's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like, is that the explanation? Like, because again, I'm pretty sure they did explain it. I just don't remember. Which also makes me wonder, like, what the fuck does like a fucking Krogan's language sound like, and like, what does a Turian's language sound like? I feel like that'd just be weird.
Don't know yet. Just be ready to go at a moment's notice.
Oh my god, her eyes
Got
just
it?
fucking glitched out. That looked weird.
Jal, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
Wait, where are we going? I don't even know where we're going in the game.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Harval? Whatever.
Off to the cargo bay if you need anything.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we'll probably end at this point. Again, we're nearing 4 hours. We're past 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to remember. Am I doing anything tomorrow? Well, I mean, outside of work. Yeah, I think well, I was the Australian survivor. I'll probably try to start Undertale. Probably play some of that on Wednesday also. So I do want to actually start playing that. There's a video based on it. Yeah, I was like, there was a point where again, like about a month or two ago, I was watching like a whole bunch of lore videos on Mass Effect. But obviously I've kind of slowed down on that. And like same thing with Nier. I was watching like a whole bunch of Nier related videos for a while, and now I've kind of slowed down on that too. It is funny that yeah, like I really enjoyed my experience like revisiting Nier. Like both like playing Replicant for the first time and then playing Automata. And I wrote videos on them immediately afterwards, and like it's kind of funny that it's like now it's just probably gonna be one of those things where like I kind of just forget about them again, and then I'll have to replay them down the road to refresh my mind on them again. So that's typically how these things go. Trains make a lot of cuss sounds. Yeah, I'll be interested in seeing that, like how the languages actually sound. Should we talk this? I haven't even talked to her. Let's talk to her. Why not?
Scans of the scourge.
Yeah, obviously, just not to wind things down. So yeah, next stream will be on Wednesday. And yeah, I mean, by then, I'm trying to think. So we'll have Australian Survivor is tomorrow. We'll have the Big Brother episode. And that'll be it, right? I guess there's not really that much, actually. But,
it's dangerous, and that's all.
Either way. After that, probably again won't stream until Monday. I would think I am going to have a pretty long weekend at work, so that's going to be fun. Also, Wednesday, I'm actually going to be kind of busy for a lot of the day, which is kind of annoying.
Of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
So probably won't get much work done on the channel. Again, so where I'm at right now is that I did get caught up on both South Africa and Australian Survivor scripts. I recorded everything I can for South Africa. I would like to do the same thing for Australia within the week, but we'll see. Again, obviously cast assessment for 41 I need to do at some point this week. I'll probably end up doing that on Friday, and I'll probably end up dedicating pretty much all of Friday to that. And yeah, I need to. A&W is on tonight. I need to write that. I haven't even touched that video. I don't even know when that video is coming out, really, based on the schedule. But I'll probably end up having to write that script soon. And really, I probably should be starting Big Brother as well, considering we're about a month away from that ending. Actually, we're less than a month away from that ending. Yeah, I know they did just mention not too long ago that they had a translator, which again, I guess that's just like the general excuse for like everything language related in Mass Effect is that, oh, we got a translator. Like obviously we can understand you.
We'll talk later.
But yeah. I love how like I'm closing things on my laptop and I still have the fucking Sydney picture open. It's like fuck me. But yeah, Survivor will be on Friday. I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna get these videos done in time. It's gonna be kind of tough. I'm gonna have a busy week next week, at least for the first half of it. Like pretty much from Saturday to Tuesday, I'm gonna be pretty busy. Which sucks because again, like if Australian Survivor ends when I'm thinking it's going to, I'm not going to be able to get that video out right away. Which I mean actually is fine in the grand scheme of things, but that'll probably have to be a Saturday video. That I don't even know when the player rankings are coming out. Like obviously I have them on the schedule, but it's like I don't know like when I'm going to be able to get those out. And also A&W review. We still have the Circle, Big Brother, so again, a lot of things just kind of jumbled around right now. Premiere rank, I need to get the premiere ranking at some point, which as of right now got bumped to the 11th. But if Australian Survivor ends next week, then that will have to be the Australian Survivor video, and that would have to be bumped to the 18th, which is the absolute latest date that I can release it, considering the Survivor premiere is like the next Wednesday. So yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of things going on right now with both my real life and then also the channel. So it's like it's kind of annoying. That's all kind of happening now. And it's kind of annoying that like again my vacation technically starts like once Survivor, like it literally starts the day after the Survivor premiere. So it's like it's essentially once a lot of this stuff is done. So it's like it's kind of annoying that I have to that I'm gonna be busy personally and with the channel at the same time, but then also not be as busy immediately afterwards, but whatever. And then we're still gonna have Big Brother going on and the Circle's gonna end, so it's not even like there's nothing going on at that point. But again, like during my vacation I would like to knock out some of those Survivor seasons that I have to rewatch, which is obviously gonna be fun, and then move forward with some of the videos for next batch. But yeah, I think we're good in terms of this stream. Did I save? I guess I should probably save again, but anyway, we'll see you guys next time.